Welcome back to Rolling Wienies podcast.
Okay. All right. I mean, we already recording, so.
Oh, really? Okay.
Nice one.
We've been recording. The whole time.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and break the ice, elephant in the room, however you want to say it. We've been gone for a couple weeks. It's just been like scheduling stuff and whatever. Anyways,
Yeah. We'll
Um,
be better about it, hopefully.
yeah, if y'all are listening to this and y'all missed us this last couple weeks, like I said, like Ben was saying, we'll be better about it. So there's that. Get that out of the way.
Did
Um,
we the gaming video?
I'm working on it. I've been
Yeah.
really busy with work.
Yeah, we got something coming, a different type of video coming for you guys.
Yeah, the
Coming-
audio is a little messed
yeah.
up. But the audio
Coming.
should be good now. There should be no echoes or anything. I paid real life money to make it happen.
Real life money.
Real
Yeah.
life money.
Oh,
Not
we
Red-
should
wait.
also.
Not Reddit karma. Real life
Oh,
money.
Yeah,
We have a guest.
We're gonna get
today.
paid.
Yeah, we have a guest. This
first
is my.
guest.
This
We
is my
do?
brother. And go ahead and introduce yourself.
What's up? I am Andrew. I am
It's Miles.
Patrick's brother. I'm currently in Colorado. That's why I'm not physically in the room with them.
None of us
oh,
are
yeah.
in the room with each other, so.
This is true.
Yeah.
But,
But yeah, it's our first guest on the show. So round of applause for Andrew. Thank you for being here. Welcome.
Andrew
Um,
Clown Smith.
all right.
So yeah, I think a good way to kind of start us off is, since it's been a couple weeks, go ahead and catch each other up on current life stuff. So I'll just go ahead and go first real quick and get out of the way.
Selfish.
All right, you can go first then. Go ahead.
Hey, okay.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I got an interesting fact.
Yeah.
Oh,
God. Not this
the
bull-
weekly fact.
I got an interesting fact. Okay. Did you know humans only breathe with one nostril at a time?
I actually did not know that.
I didn't know that. Now I'm breathing
Wait, that's
out and I can,
serious?
like, fit. Wait.
Yeah.
Your nostrils work one at a time.
Wait. But how do they switch? Like, when does which one go? Like,
It's like, okay, so they're like kind of connected. Right?
We're all feeling.
We're
They're
sitting-
kind of connected, right? But you guys like notice, right? How,
Yeah,
like, one of them
Yeah.
does a lot more of the work than the other one.
oh, I just
Yeah,
and
feel
crazy,
they also
yeah.
like, when you're congested, they'll like switch. So like you'll
Mhm,
feel it literally
right?
happen. It's insane. Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
interesting.
Well,
That's
wow, that
weird.
was actually
Yeah.
very interesting.
Hey,
Are they
my
usually
last one was
not?
interesting, too.
No, they are.
They
I
are,
really
but
like
I mean, that was something I didn't know. Like the last one that he did,
Yeah.
it was like, okay.
the glaciers.
The glaciers.
Well,
It was good.
Kenny has interesting facts. I've got pretzel stories. And what do you have, Patrick?
I got life
Gambling
updates.
problem.
Gambling
I
problem.
meant like as an every
Damn.
I meant like an every week thing, but I guess you do have
Patrick
those
got a
problems
gambling
every
problem.
week.
Andrew's a nicotine addict.
Oh,
Anyways.
fuck yeah.
Aw,
we
dude,
all got our vices. Okay, I don't judge anyone for anything.
But no, I just real quick. I think we should just go around and give each other quick life updates, since I really haven't. I mean, Ben is like the only person I really talked to consistently in the last couple of weeks. So
Kind of
know,
fucked
just
up,
in general.
Patrick. What's that? I'm your brother. That's kind of fucked.
Yeah.
yeah. Anyways, so I'm getting ready. I guess like just real brief. I got a job interview with Southwest.
You also
So-
had a job interview where I worked.
Yeah,
How did that
but
go?
Crickets.
We
anyways,
were gonna roll weenies together, Patrick. What
I know, we
happened?
were, we
You
were,
should
but-
explain.
I just kind of got, there's a lot that kind of goes into that, just like a lot of personal stuff that goes into that. But yeah, I finally got this. I've been
It's
waiting
against
a
its
long
religion
time.
to roll weenies.
I've been waiting a long time to hear back from the Southwest job, so I'm really excited and pumped about that. So that'll be cool. And then getting ready to move in to my new place in about like less than a month now.
That's
So
hype.
there's that.
Apartment
Yep.
game.
So yep. Woo-hoo. And just getting all that stuff settled and getting that stuff together. So that's kind of what I've been up to these last couple weeks. So
Well,
whoever, go ahead and take it.
you told me that like, because you were gonna quit your delivery
Yeah,
driver job.
mhm.
But you said there was like a whole story to that. Did you want to share that? Like here?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
how-
I'm gonna be very brief and kind of summarize it because I'm not trying to like slander where I used to work or anything like that for any reason. So
Fuck that place.
For
I hate
everyone's
Chinese
knowledge,
food.
yeah, for everyone's knowledge, I used to work there as well.
Yeah,
in the same
you did,
position
yeah.
that he did. So like, if whatever he's about to say, I could probably relate with. Let's be
Yeah.
honest.
So yeah, actually, you kind of can actually, now I think about it. But so basically, just like I said, very brief summary. I kind of got into it with my boss, sort of, and it with about like
You
just
got
like
into it.
You got
huh?
it. Whoa.
no, I just felt like some things, like in the way that he was running his business, wasn't exactly fair across all employees. I'd requested a day off. Initially I didn't request it off, but there was another driver on the schedule, and I asked for the day off, and he initially said yes, and then he took it back later on, and basically like by the end of this like kind of like mini argument that we had, said like I expect both you and the other driver to be there on Saturday. So I was like, fine, whatever. So I go to my shift, and lo and behold, the other driver doesn't show up for the shift. So naturally, I mean, now I don't know like where whoever's listening, like what kind of business y'all work for, where y'all work, and all this other stuff. But most jobs, whenever you do that, you get fired. So,
Yeah.
and especially like whenever your boss makes like my boss specifically made it a point for both of us to show up on that day. Like there was like a lot that kind of went because like apparently like the other driver was also supposed to take the day off, and so there was a lot of confusion, and my boss basically said like, all right, this is how it's gonna be fair, both of y'all show up. So I show up, I cancel my plans. I was supposed to go to this football game with my cousin and stuff like that. Cancel all that to go to work, and the other driver doesn't show up and does what he was originally planning on doing for taking the day off. And my boss like made kind of an excuse for him, sort of, and it felt really unfair. So, anyways, again,
Time to slander. Time to
No.
slander.
Calm
I
out.
really-
Here comes
business
the
name right
racial
now.
slurs.
No, I have nothing against him. I think he's allowed to run his business in whatever way, shape, or form that he like wants to. It's his business. He owns it. He funds it. Whatever, so on and so forth. So, and I'm just the employee. And if I have a problem with that, then I find another place to work. Plain and simple. And that's basically what I did. So, having said that, I was going to initially go work with Ben at his place of work, and I basically like went. So then, not even like a few days later, I got a phone interview for the Southwest position, and that's whenever I was like kind of stuck in between like a rock and a hard place. It was like, well, I could go work with Ben and take this huge pay cut temporarily, but again, that's just something I can't really afford right now. So I basically just made this decision that I'm just going to keep working at the restaurant that I work at currently in the meantime until I get a designated start date with Southwest. It's kind of how that all went. So, but yeah, it just they're basically more of the story is me and my boss had a disagreement, and I basically said like, all right, fine, like if that's how you want to run your business, fair enough, but that's not something I want to be a part of. At the end of the day, it's kind of how it went down. So
It's funny because
So,
like if I asked for a day off like over 2 weeks in advance, like the requirements, and I still got scheduled, I would not be showing up for that shit. I would not.
Well, but that wasn't the case. It was last minute. Like I asked for the
Yeah.
day off, like kind of last minute, and but I think the thing that was really frustrating for me was that I knew it was last minute, and so I initially whenever I texted him and asked for it, I wasn't expecting him to say yes. Like I was never in advance expecting the day off. In fact, I didn't even tell my cousin I could go until my boss initially said that that it was fine. So so whenever he said like that's fine, I told my cousin that it was fine and I could go and all this other stuff, and so I'd made those plans. And that's whenever I got frustrated because later on he kind of like took that back and all this other stuff. So it made it a little bit more of a big deal because of that reason. Otherwise, like I said, and the another thing that was frustrating is like the other driver was like under the assumption that everyone knew that he was taking that day off, but he had never requested it and he was on the schedule for that week. So I guess like if I had never asked for the day off, like he just wouldn't have shown up and nobody would have said anything. And like to me, that just seems like kind of unfair and like not a proper way to run your business. Yeah, because I mean, like I said, any other like business, you get fired. I mean, like like I'll just use my last job as an example. I used to work at Chick-fil-A, and I didn't show up for one day, and I didn't give like a reason for that, and I got fired. So like that's just how it is. I mean, I'm just being honest. Like that's how business is. Like if you want an efficient business, like you don't let your employees get away with stuff like that, and that's just Anyways, that's just my opinion. Again, like I said, me and my boss have varying opinions, and that's why I'm gonna go work somewhere else. So that's that.
Now we slander Chick-fil-A.
Fuck those homophobes.
Nah, for real though. That's why they really fired Patrick.
Wait, I can curse on the show, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
On the show.
On the show.
Whoa. I mean, you're not wrong. It is kind of.
Why'd you get fired, or did you quit too, Andrew?
Well, you went to school.
No,
no. Moved to Colorado.
No, not Chick-fil-A. He's talking about the restaurant.
No,
for
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
I did. No, wait. Okay.
Yeah.
So I worked at Chick-fil-A. I worked at Chick-fil-A for a while. I think it was maybe a month and a half. And then Patty goes, "Yo, I'm making hella bank at this other job." And I go, "Shit, so I literally just texted them. I go, "Yo, I quit, mates." And they go, "Okay." And then I just started working at his place.
Yeah.
Which is the funniest part was that I remember when I was about to start the job at Chick-fil-A, I had gotten a positive test for COVID, but it was definitely a false positive. And
I remember that.
Yeah, and I know it's a false positive because I got a blood test later, and they're like, yeah, don't have anything about COVID. Point is though, is that I had to delay it 2 weeks, and they're like, all right, we can't say no because we basically already hired you.
Yeah.
And I felt kind of bad, but I was like, whatever.
It's fine. It's I think with corporations like that, it's kind of I don't like local businesses and which is where I work at a local business. It's a little bit. I'm relied on a lot to be there for my shifts. I work most of my shifts by myself as the only driver. So it's really, so I'm relied on a lot. So it's taking days off and stuff is a little bit less doable in that sense. But whenever you work for a place like Chick-fil-A, they have workers on hand, and if you don't show up, and even if they can't replace you, they're gonna find a way to continue to be efficient. You know what I mean? So
but don't worry, they'll give you a whole bunch of crap for not showing up before you even.
100%. Yeah.
Well, I feel like some places can't even afford to fire you if you don't show up. Places that are super understaffed, they just kind of have to because if you
just
fire someone like that, another day that they would have showed up, it's gonna be a bloodbath for every other employee. It's literally gonna be awful.
Right. Well, and that's kind of the mentality I almost adopted with the I was like, well, fuck it. If he fires me, he's gonna this other dude, by the way, that's the other driver. He only works 3 days a week. So the reliance of the efficiency of his business is really on me, for the most part, whenever it comes to delivery stuff. And so I technically could have just not showed up, and I probably wouldn't have gotten fired also. But I have a specific set of morals whenever it comes to that stuff, and he expected me to be there, and he relied on me to be there, so I showed up and I went. So
I respect that.
There's that. So yeah. But like I said, it's just again, I have nothing against my boss. I have nothing. I really actually the job pays extremely well for the amount of hours that I get. So there's all that, and like I said, it's definitely no slander towards, and they make good food too. So,
and we get free food at the end of the shifts. Oh my!
Sometimes, which I had a day recently where the chefs wanted to be assholes, and they didn't make me my food for dinner because they were too lazy.
Bro, dude, when those days happened, I remember one day it happened, and I had to take a delivery past our closing time, and I was already pissed. And I come back, and they go, "Yeah, they didn't make food for you," and I go,
"Yes,
okay."
Yeah. It's so frustrating, bro, because you're waiting. You're oh, I'm ready for this food. And
I haven't eaten for 5 hours. Please give me something to eat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's tough, man. But anyways, to kind of move on from that, let's go life updates. So
all right.
Yeah.
Oh right. For just so long, you just selfishly took all the time that we had in life updates. We're gonna have to go to the next subject.
The rolling weenies. No.
Yeah, no. But anyways, next person. I don't care who. Just go ahead and take it away. So.
Okay. Well, for me, nothing much. I've been like a robot doing the same thing every day.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I mean, today there was a football game. I worked concessions.
Oh yeah, how was that? Because I feel like working concessions for a college game's got to be way different than like
It
high
was-
school and stuff.
It was cool. Like
Yeah.
at high school games, they just sit there, right, and they give out food and candy
Right.
and stuff.
Right. Mhm.
Yeah.
So I'm like part of a group, an organization in A&M,
Mhm.
and that's why I got to do concessions, right? And so my job, I was like with a group of people. Our job was to we had the worst job. Like I'm not even joking. We were on the top floor and we had to go around the whole perimeter. Like A&M has one of like the biggest stadiums, right? We had
Yeah.
to go around the whole perimeter. And you know all the soda machines and stuff?
Mhm.
We had to refill the ice in
Oh
there.
my
Then we had
god.
We had to refill the syrup that goes into the
No.
Dude, that
sodas?
Yeah.
sucks.
Oh,
I mean, it wasn't that bad. Like it was kind of fun because
Yeah.
I was just hanging out with some people and we would
Yeah.
just
Right.
walk
You're
around.
with other people and stuff.
But
yeah.
like we got like almost no break,
Yeah.
and it was so hot. It was like
Do you get
90
paid?
degrees. No, it's just volunteer.
Oh,
what the
damn.
hell?
Why would you
Work
do that?
for
What are you
free.
on
Dude, are
about?
you a slave? Like,
Wait, does
Okay,
this do any? Wait.
Slave?
Okay, here.
slave?
Okay, I guess you could say I got paid through I got to go to the game for free.
No.
Sorry.
Okay.
I got to go to the game for free, and tickets are usually like $90, right?
God
I got to go to the game for free, and then I got free food
Okay.
from like I got like sandwiches that are worth $12 sandwiches that
Bro,
they
were they-
usually sell for.
All right, it's
Damn.
worth
They're
it,
just
it's
like-
worth it.
It's like normal pork sandwiches, and they're like $12 usually, but I got them for free, right? And I got free water and stuff, so it wasn't too bad.
Okay.
But it was
Alright,
hella hot.
fair enough.
How did you guys
Yeah.
like carry all the ice and like the syrup containers around? Like, did you
Oh, they
have,
had like there was like a lot of like stations, I guess, where the soda machines were, where we had to go through. There was like 7 or something, and all of them had an ice machine next to it, and they had replacement syrup nearby,
Oh, okay.
and so we didn't have to
So
like
you didn't have to
bring
like haul it
everywhere.
around. Yeah. Yeah. That's good.
No. But one of them, there's like just a row of soda machines. Like there's no one working there.
Mhm.
Like it's not like a restaurant or anything like that.
Mhm.
It's just soda machines, just there, right? And so we go into the back, and it's a mess. Like everything's leaking. Like,
Damn.
Yes.
it's just gross everywhere. And so we had to refill some of the syrups, and then we look at the ice, and there's like 8 soda machines. I'm not even joking,
Mhm.
like 8 or 9, and they were all empty. And we're like, oh shit! So it took us like 30 minutes. We were just hauling ice,
Damn.
Oh my
dumping
god.
it in. It was crazy. Cool though. They had like a little assembly line going.
Mhm.
Yeah.
cool.
I mean, like I said, like you were saying, like it's got to be, it probably makes it way more enjoyable that you're doing it with people that you're friends
Yeah.
with or talk to. And,
Yeah, I mean,
like,
I
chill
met
and
like
stuff.
most of them. So-
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's
I
even
met- I
better
met
than
most
like,
of them today.
yeah, you're kind of getting
Yeah.
to know new people and stuff too. And in my opinion, that's better than like, I mean, doing it with your original friends is fun, but like meeting new people.
The real
Yeah, I did it with
pleasure is the
I did
friends
it with
you
Kobe,
made
my
along the
roommate.
way.
I did it with Kobe, my roommate, and we
Okay.
were just like, we kind of want to meet new people.
Oh, you
So,
were with Kobe?
Yeah,
Oh, gotcha.
That's dope.
Dang.
All right.
but then also, I bought myself an iPad.
Oh,
Nice.
That's about it. That's the other thing. That's
You have,
all.
like,
That's
the
all there
Apple
is.
Pen
There.
too?
Wait, one of the new ones?
Yeah, I got the Apple Pencil. Yeah, this is the new one.
What's it?
Damn.
What are you like gonna use it for?
Expansive.
I use it like all the time. I use it way more than my phone. It's actually crazy.
Really?
Really? Oh,
Wow.
My phone,
interesting.
like like the screen time on your phone
Yeah.
for like Apple phones.
Mhm.
Like I looked at that yesterday or something, and my time has gone down 45% from like the week before.
It's
And I'm like,
so
wow,
bad.
man, that's crazy.
It's up like 200% on your iPad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet because you probably like watch stuff and like
Yeah,
do
I like
more stuff
watch
on your
YouTube.
iPad. Yeah.
And like I take notes in class using it,
Oh yeah.
That's
yeah.
sick.
That
stuff
makes
like
sense.
that.
I'll take
Definitely.
notes in class. That's
It's really, really nice. Like if you ever like get enough money that you just want to spend whatever,
Yeah.
I'd recommend that. It's good.
All right.
It's good.
There's your rec. There's your rec. People listening. The new iPad.
Apple, please sponsor us.
Yeah.
That's
Please
been
listen.
listening to software.
I know you're
lately.
listening.
I know. Yeah, I know you're listening. Apple, I know you're listening to me right now.
Come on, I need to take a
Please.
Samsung one at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'll take
hey.
a Nokia.
Hey Google, can you sponsor us?
Yeah, Yeah, well, wait, our phone is always listening to you, you know. So if you just talk about it enough, they'll like pick up and they'll be like, "Oh,
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
go
You just
to
get a
these
random call
guys."
one day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hey, for y'all, I'll just every morning I wake up, be like, "Hey Google, can you sponsor the Rolling Weenies?"
Yeah.
Every day.
You start getting ads about the rolling weenies.
I'm just gonna get a call, like, you know, like we're to be in the middle of recording. They're like, "Is this a Rolling Weenies podcast?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Yeah, this is Apple. We want to sponsor you." Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
We've been listening for a while now.
Yeah, this
The
is
Apple.
Steve Jobs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
From the
I
grave.
actually came back to life just to talk to you.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta say, I've been listening for a while, and
Yeah.
It's like I actually faked my death, but I think you'll keep my secret, right?
Yeah. You're really.
Or he's like just like the head of Steve Jobs, like
Yo,
Yeah.
like
Futurama.
Futurama. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And then like
Oh,
suddenly
so
in the
good.
podcast, like in the background of one of our rooms one day, there'll just be like something like under a blanket or something on our like 100th episodes. We'll like pull it off and it'll be his
Yeah,
head.
it's Steve
this is what we
Jobs.
call the phone being.
Oh my god, it's gonna we'd be like those like ads that you see all the time. Enter my iPhone giveaway.
Hey, if you enter with your social security number and credit card number, you can win a new iPhone 10. Like,
You can enter a raffle.
yeah, enter. Yeah.
If your social security number was the amount of raffle entries you had, how many raffle entries would you have?
They just start like listing like all of the
2, 7.
And we start posting on the internet. It's like, this is how many this guy would have.
Yeah, just DDoS the heck out of them, bro.
Oh my god, bro! You just steal their identity. You DDoS them.
I mean, you could do more, but I'm
Then
just
that's their
saying.
shit. Oh my gosh, yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be fun. All right, Ben, what you got? What you got?
I was gonna ask Andrew first because
Oh yeah,
you know
that's fine.
he
Our guest.
moved. He's going to college now.
I feel kind of neglected here because I'm the guest.
Yeah,
and
that's why I was like, I want Andrew to go
Well,
first.
I know.
It's
Well,
kinda
actually,
messed up.
on your-
The
oh,
way
never
the
mind.
way I was gonna say is like we could do ours because everybody knows us. We do ours real quick, and then we can get into Andrew. That was kind of the plan for that. So
But nobody cares about him. Let's go, Ben.
Okay.
no. What I'm saying is that me, Kitty, and Ben go and like say what's going on with us because like I said, we've already talked a lot about ourselves, and then like we'll ask Andrew questions and kind of get into that. It's kinda, yeah.
Sure.
Hey, before
Alright.
Ben starts, can I go pee real quick?
Okay,
Yes,
yeah.
that's fine.
We'll just cut this.
Hey,
but
yeah.
This is a great segue for our brand new sponsorship.
Yeah. Our new sponsor.
toilets. So my stand's a little broken.
It's like wiggling when you move it too.
What's up?
Oh my god. This is our
Huh?
Oh my god.
our brand new sponsorship deodorant. Eat fresh.
It's
I actually
deodorant.
need
Eat
some
fresh.
deodorant. I need to go to the
Deodorant.
H-E-B and get like shampoo, deodorant.
Bro,
conditioner.
you're telling me.
What is that?
You should have put on the scrap.
This is
I
my
know
deodorant,
you smell it, bro. Oh my god. I had two. I threw one of mine away today, but the other one's like super low.
You got like a knife and like scraping out the.
It's like spread it on like butter.
Like it's butter and bread.
You're like, I gotta use it all. Gotta get my money's worth.
Yeah.
No, we waste nothing here.
Bro, I swear I live like a poor person sometimes.
Dude, sometimes I do too. I swear, like, we always run out of groceries here and we always need to go get stuff, but, like, we're just, like, too lazy or our schedules don't align. Like,
Mhm.
I've been at a body wash for, like, 3 weeks. I've been using my shampoo, like, on a loofah, like, scrubbing my body. I mean, I don't smell, so...
I guess it's working. It's.
That's so funny, bro.
Wait, so
Oh
are we
my
gonna
God.
talk about stuff while Andrew's in the bathroom?
I mean, I wasn't planning on cutting
Dude,
any
just
of
wait.
this out because, you know...
I mean, yeah. I mean, like we just had like a whole conversation.
Yeah,
about
I wasn't gonna cut that out.
Well, okay. On top of like the whole like grocery thing, like my apartment, we like to go to the grocery store, spend like $40 on food,
Mhm.
take it home, cook the food, and then we're out of groceries.
Why don't you just get more?
we don't think that far ahead.
Clearly.
No,
Just go,
it's
like-
interesting you say that. Or actually, go ahead, finish.
like we just go and we're like, this would be good for dinner tonight.
Yeah.
like grab a couple things and we're like, oh, this snacks will be good, but snacks aren't healthy. Let's not get it.
No, see, so the way that this is kind of something that I'm gonna adopt because this is the way that my dad does it, and I think it's actually really, really smart, especially like financially, like if you are like kind of tight financially and stuff. So the way that he does it is like he basically plans out like what meals he's going to make for the week. So like, or at least have like a general idea. So like from Sunday up until whatever his next day is for grocery shopping, and I think kind of like the way that he does it is he pretty much gets like the base stuff for that or whatever like it prior. Sometimes it's the day of, but for the most part, like most of the ingredients that he gets, like he won't get until the day of because that just in case, like let's say like we hit Wednesday and for whatever reason like it's really hectic, everyone's kind of busy, like you didn't just spend like $70 on stuff that's like going to expire by the end of the week, and then like because you end up ordering pizza that day or something. So like basically like, and that's something that like I'm gonna do whenever I move into my apartment is basically like plan out my meals for the week, and then like the day of like kind of like maybe like go to the store and pick up like I just need like 3 items for like what I want to make for dinner tonight, and go to the store and pick it up and then cook it.
So
and then also like meal prepping. Huh?
You're gonna go to the store like every day?
Well, not like every. Well, no, not like every day, but like
okay.
but like you know what I'm saying. Like anything that's like maybe like perishable or anything like that. Like you like make a quick run. Like like I need like I only need this amount. Like so you're not overspending. You know what I mean? Like if you're on a budget and stuff, you don't want to go and spend like $200 on groceries every week, and then like you're not even using like half of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's kind of like an easier way to budget. Like I'm only buying what I need. I'm not buying all this extra stuff like to anyways. So that's kind of like what I'm planning on doing. And I think it's going to be really efficient that way. And then like not only that, but like meal prepping. So like cooking stuff in advance. So that way, like, you don't have to like worry about stuff like perishables and expiring and all that stuff. So anyways.
Well, me and my roommates, I'll go first, Kenny. Me and my roommates.
Okay. A little selfish, aren't we?
We like buy a bunch of shit. Like we make Costco runs and HEB runs, and we like buy hella shit. We had like 3 loaves of bread, but we still run enough food in like 2 days. Like all that bread is gone. We make like sandwiches and shit, and like we were like being really good about cooking, but this past week we've been going to like the student dining hall like most nights just because it's like easy. It's like $10, like unlimited food. Yeah. And we're like, we just don't want to do dishes or like wait for food. It's just so annoying. Like none of us are meal prepping. Well, Nick just did, but like none of us are doing that right now, which like we should be. But yeah.
I mean, like I said, I think like for me it's gonna be different because I don't like live on a campus or anything like that. True. So like meal prepping and like doing all that stuff is gonna be way more important, like viable and important. Yeah. So, but anyways.
Yeah. And Patrick, your story about like don't waste food, not wasting food and stuff reminds me of like Kobe on like our first week here. For some reason, we went to HEB like at our first grocery run, right? And like, for some reason, Kobe decided I'm gonna buy a whole head of lettuce.
Dude, I did that on our first grocery run to HEB.
And so he buys this whole head of lettuce. Never saw him use it.
Oh my god!
No one used it. No one used it at all. And then like a week and a half ago, so that was like this is like 3 weeks later, basically. Like a week and a half ago, we're like, this head of lettuce is moldy. It's black. Why is this in here? So we just tossed it. We couldn't use it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like it's so easy because I mean, especially like I'm guilty of this just as much as anybody else. It's so easy to like go to a grocery store and be so overwhelmed by the amount of like food and like not only that, it's like you're like usually growing up like your parents buy that stuff for you. Like you ask for it and they'll buy it for you and then whatever. So like. But like now, like you're the one with the money, and you can literally go to the store and buy whatever the fuck you want, and it's like insane, and it's awesome, and it's overwhelming, and all this other stuff. But it's like like to make sure, like especially like whenever you have to worry about other bills and like all this other stuff, it's so important to make sure that you're being financially smart about what you're buying, so you're not overbuying. you know, and buying stuff in bulk, obviously, like going you know, going to Costco or Sam's and stuff is obviously like very very good too. Like, but that obviously that stuff is mainly for like dry foods and non-perishables or whatever. So,
Dude,
but anyways,
I got so annoyed. I went grocery shopping with Kobe, by the way, right? And there's this orange juice, like the special HEB orange juice that I really like. But it's kind of pricey though. You know? It's like $7 or something for a not like huge bottle of it.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, yo, I'm gonna get this. And he's like, no, it's too expensive. It's too expensive. We don't need that. And then he proceeds to like later in this HEB run, he proceeds to just like start grabbing things we're never gonna use. It's like, bro.
Yeah.
And then I didn't even end up getting my orange juice.
So it's interesting you say that, and like it's crazy because I for a long time used to not be like the most financially smart person, to say the least. But I like whenever like planning stuff with like my girlfriend and like how we're going to split costs and like all this other stuff. So like whenever it comes to groceries, like all the essentials, like stuff that we know for a fact we're both going to use, we're splitting 50-50. So like bread, milk, eggs, anything that regards like meals that we're both going to be eating, like but like anything that's like extra, like if I want like these types of cookies or like I want this whatever, like then I'm paying for that from like my own money. She's not splitting that 50-50. So it makes things like a little bit less like, you know, oh, like why am I paying for this if like, you know, or like why are we splitting this if I'm not even going to be the one that's eating it or whatever the case may be. So like if like for example like the orange juice thing, you know, like if you're like what I would have done is I would have been like, well, I'm the one that's going to be drinking it, so I'm going to pay for it. You know what I mean? So
that's the thing. I wasn't the only one going to be drinking it. My other roommate likes it too.
Well, then you have to like, that's something that you have to discuss is like, if this is like something, we have to split it, you know, like otherwise like fucking put it under your desk. Like that. Get like a mini fridge.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah. He has like an orange juice stash just under his desk.
I'm not arguing with him. I'm getting my orange juice.
Yeah. What's he gonna do? Pick you out? What's he gonna do?
Oh wait, are we still doing an introduction? So
I was gonna say.
Yeah. No, we got totally off topic. But Ben, go ahead.
Wait, no, I thought Andrew was going first.
Wait, no.
You didn't. No, it's you.
No, it's you, and then we're gonna ask Andrew because Andrew. No one knows anything about this man right here.
Okay, I know,
Except that
that's
he's
why I
a
wanted him to go.
He said that he's a clown.
Okay, so all that's really been happening with me is I be working and I be sleeping and I be eating and I work out, and that's a lot of it. I hang out with my girlfriend, hang out with the roommates.
And me.
I mean, yeah, you came over once.
I did, yeah.
That was
gotta add some spice to your life, you know what I'm saying?
A little bit of Patrick here and there.
Instead of ABACB. Okay, but I am getting a tattoo in 2 days on Monday.
Is it the one that I think it is?
Yeah, I got a story about this one. So, whoa,
hold on. Do you want to save this for whenever you actually get it, and so you can show it on like reveal and then show it and all this stuff, or do you want to say it now?
I'll do it now because the story with it. I'll put like a screenshot of this. I'll put something in. Where are we?
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna.
Where are we at?
I wanted to see where we're at in the recording, so I could just find it when I.
Yeah, make a note if you need to.
Yeah. I got there. Yeah, let me write that down. All right, so
note taken.
My first tattoo. I'm getting 2 on Monday.
Oh dang!
My first one is gonna be a little one on my arm, somewhere. This left arm, and it's just gonna be like a little Lego brick because I'm a huge like Lego nerd. Like you guys have seen my room. And
what a nerd!
Yeah.
What a nerd!
And I've always just been into like building, creating things, unless it's architecture, because then I'm gonna drop out of school, which already happens. But the other one is gonna be so I decided my left leg is gonna be my fun leg, which is just gonna be like tattoos of stuff I like, not really like anything meaningful, like the stuff on my arms, like here, like or whatever.
Yeah.
So on my left leg, I'm gonna get the sponge gar, like when he's like, I'm gonna get that on my leg just because like that's always been so funny to me. Like that's like a 5-year-old meme or something, but it's so funny. And so I texted my tattoo guy. What? Wait, what were you gonna say, Kenny?
Are you gonna make it like huge?
It's not gonna be
Or,
like
how-
crazy big. I don't even want to
No
get like the
way.
yellow colors. I just want
Like
it to be
this?
like the outline.
Like
See,
this
I
big,
don't-
kind of.
I guess I don't know. Like I can't compare that to my leg really.
What do you know? What like a gum packet looks like? This is.
No, yeah, I guess. I feel like it's gonna be like a little bigger than that. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Like
Yo,
Gotcha.
thanks for giving me the gum, Patrick.
Yo,
You're welcome.
Crazy. Okay, so I text the guy I go to for tattoos. I'm
Not
like,
a
hey
sponsor.
man, not a sponsor.
Okay, what?
Okay, so I
All
texted
right,
him. I
sorry.
said, hey man, I'm still looking to get a tattoo. I can pretty much work with any availability. I just need to know like 2 weeks before so I can schedule off work. And he says, just let me know when you can come in and like what you want to get done. And so I'm like texting him, right? Like I have his phone number. And I was like, all right, like I want to get this like little Lego brick on my left arm, like just an outline. Like I don't want it full colored in. I just want it like kind of minimal. And then I was like, and then I want this guy on my left leg. And I sent the picture of the sponge guard. And I was like, does the fourth work? And then he just like doesn't respond. I sent that text to him on a Monday. And then I'm like freaking out. I'm like, this dude isn't gonna respond. He's like, he thinks I'm fucking so stupid for asking to get the tattoo on me. And my girlfriend Lauren, she goes in for a tattoo on Wednesday. We go to the same guy. And so she's there. I'm like, please just ask him if he hates me or like whatever. Like I just want to know. Like if he doesn't want to tattoo me, that's okay. Like whatever. And then she's like, okay, I'll ask. And she asks him, and you know what he says? He was like, I didn't know whose number it was. And I was like, bastard, you like, I was like freaking out, and you didn't even know it was me. Like, I don't know what's worse, like the fact that he didn't know it was me, or the fact that I was freaking out because I thought he did know it was me.
Did he text back at all?
Yeah, and well, then I like texted him. I think the day after Lauren got her tattoo, and I was like, "Hey man, this is Ben, by the way." And he was like, "Yeah, the fourth works. Like, what time?" And I was like, "And like, does one work?" And he was like, "How about 4?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, like that's fine." So yeah, I'm gonna go.
Did he ever text you the first time, like before Lauren talked to him?
No.
Okay.
That's why I was like, what the heck? So
Bruh.
yeah, I'm excited for that.
Yeah,
It's been a
I
while
know.
since I got a tattoo. Like I think it's been over a year now.
Has
That
it
was, like,
really?
Damn.
That's one
That's
of my last
crazy.
one.
Since your first one?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
since
my
the
last one.
Wow.
Bro,
That's it.
It feels like yesterday you're talking about
Yeah, I
that.
know.
Yeah,
Well,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to have a break. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
you got a
it's
lot
okay.
of them.
My
Nah,
parents. my
Tattoos don't take no
parents-
breaks.
when I got this one, my parents were like, "Is that the last one you're getting for a while?" I was like, "Yeah, but not because you guys don't want me to get more. Just because
Yeah.
I don't want it anymore right now. Like, if you guys wanted to stop me, like, I don't think so."
The only thing stopping me from getting more tattoos is the fact I can't afford it. I'm not even gonna lie. It's the financial aspect of it.
Hey,
That's
hey,
the
hey,
only
dude.
reason.
Ben, are you done with introducing your thing? 'Cause
I was
asked them
gonna say like 2 more things about.
Okay, well, I just want to pipe on that tattoo thing. One of the guys upstairs does tattoos,
Mhm.
and I was gonna get a tattoo from him.
Did you get it?
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I was
were
gonna.
Oh.
So basically, what happened? Well, I got a little busy and with COVID and whatnot. But
We'll get into that later.
Yeah, you
All
got
yeah,
COVID.
but I was gonna get something with him like maybe like this weekend or something like that.
Nice,
Got
fun.
Yeah.
What are you thinking about getting?
Yeah.
I don't know. I have a thing that I'll send it to y'all or something like that. We can put it in.
It's a big old dick.
Mhm.
Yes, massive long.
I was
No,
thinking big black cock on
Yeah.
the arm.
Side note, I was actually Andrew, I was going to talk to you about that guy because I remember you mentioning him, and I was going to see if maybe he'd be willing to do some small stuff because I'm doing the exact same thing as Ben, where I'm having like a leg that's dedicated, like literally just for like the most random fucking tattoos, like
Yeah.
just full
How
of shit.
original, man. How original.
It's
Way to copy my idea.
like
Nah.
that TikTok sound where it's like from like the what is it Borat 2 where he's like my neighbor. He's like he does this. I do
in
this.
my asshole.
that's a
Yeah,
cool
he paid
idea.
in my asshole. That's what's happening right now.
Yeah. But anyways, that total side note, I'll talk about that with you later. But
Yeah.
anyways, but yeah, Ben, go ahead.
Okay, so
Finish.
the second thing was like someone asked me like why I really like working out, and I was like, well, one, like I do just want to like look good and like feel good and like be healthy, But 2, like, if I get bigger, I have more room for tattoos. Like, more tattoos on my body. I can get more. And I can't remember the other thing I was gonna say right now. But
Nice. All right. Well, if it comes back to you, just
Yeah.
I'll just
let us know.
say.
All right. Well, now that we've gotten all that stuff out of the way, caught y'all up on our lives. This is again my brother Andrew. Just in case y'all forgot already.
It's not everyone's brother. It's okay.
Yeah.
Brother
and
Andrew.
yeah, go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us what you've been up to
Brother
lately,
Andrew.
and we'll ask you some questions and stuff. But go ahead and give us the rundown.
Yeah, so I am Patrick's brother. I moved up to Colorado to go to Colorado Mesa about 2 months ago, give or take. It's been fantastic being away from Patrick. It's beautiful.
You bitch.
I'm just kidding. Nah, it's been awesome. I've met a lot of cool people, and the classes are pretty easy because I'm smart. So it's great. No, but the funny thing is that the funny thing though is that out of because there's 4 people I'm living with. It's like a suite, so there's 2 rooms. And out of all of us, I'm the only one who has and I said this actual major because they're all business majors here to just fuck around. So it's like they're all getting like drunk, like they get drunk on Tuesdays, like they get blackout drunk on Tuesdays. and I'm like, dude, I have to do notes. Like I have to like actually like do homework. So I get back from my like 6 p.m. lab at like 9 p.m.
Tell them what your major is.
Oh yeah, I'm majoring in pre-med biology. So
Whoa.
Yeah. So basically, I get home from my 6 p.m. lab, which takes like about 3 hours, and I get home and they're already like halfway to being blackout or more. Like, okay, I just gotta finish some of this stuff up, and then I'll start drinking with y'all. But it's just
Catch up.
Okay, but it's just like I'm so tired from my chemistry lab at that point. I'm like, I don't want to be awake right now. Like, please let me sleep.
Yeah.
No, but it's great.
You don't have a choice.
Yeah,
It's Blackout Tuesday.
It really is, dude. There's nothing I can do.
Blackout Tuesday.
No, they have like named every single day of the week for certain things. So like we have like Triumphant Thursday where we get all of our like homework done for the weekend so that we can get totally messed up all over the weekend.
Hey, that's kind of lit. Not gonna
I
lie.
know.
That's
And then, like,
cool.
and then Tuesdays are I think it's like Twisted Tuesday or something like that. And they're like,
That's good.
it's or Trash Tuesdays maybe. So I don't know. It's insane.
That's so
That's
cool.
so good. That's so good.
but it's been pretty good. I mean, so I got COVID a while ago, and I was
Tell us
quarantined
about that. Yeah.
Oh
my god. Hold on, because there's a lot. I know that there was a lot that goes into this story.
I'll give a summary.
Yeah, but give us the rundown on the symptoms. I really want to know about what it was like just having the sickness or whatever.
Yeah, so let me see. I'm gonna check. I can't remember.
You never gotten it, right, Patrick?
No, I've never gotten it.
So I got
knock on wood.
Yeah, no kidding. So I got it on let's see, about like last month around like the 8th. So like on like September 8th, I started.
So like almost a month ago now.
About So I started feeling like my throat was kind of sore. Like it was like nighttime, and I was just like on my computer, and I was like, oh, my throat's a little sore. Probably just have a dry throat, whatever. Not a big deal. So I just I went to sleep and I woke up this morning and I felt like absolute crap. And I was like, oh, this is not good. But everyone in the dorm was kind of getting like a cold. So I was like, maybe I'm just getting a cold. Like, it's fine, whatever. Like, I'm in a whole new like state. Everyone here is like from different places. It'll happen, right? And then the next day comes and I get worse. And I started getting a fever and like my whole body hurt. I couldn't like get out of bed. Like it was awful. And I was like, like this will probably be the peak and then I'll be fine tomorrow, right? So I didn't like worry too much about it because like I said, everyone was getting sick in the dorm. Like it wasn't a big deal. And then the next day comes and it was worse. So like I was coughing. I was, it was like that dry cough you get. I was like super congested. I had like, body aches all over. I had like, and TMI, but total horrible diarrhea. I was on the like toilet.
Oh yeah.
I was on the toilet for an hour and a half. I could not feel my legs. Like
20
minutes into it. It was horrible. Like
holy
I like
shit.
it was
I didn't
really
know about
bad.
this.
It was really bad, and I just
That's literally me every day though.
No, but it was horrible.
Damn.
Like the only symptom I didn't get was shortness of breath. So like everything, like all the symptoms, like
you had you couldn't smell anything, you couldn't taste anything.
Yeah, so on about Friday, that's when I was like, I can't do this anymore. Because usually
Have
when
you
you get
gotten
sick,
Have you gotten your smell and taste back? By the way,
I got my taste back, but not my smell. So I still can't really
Really?
smell. Yeah, but I can
Damn.
taste pretty okay.
Well, apparently,
Is it cool?
It sucks. Because it's like no, because the one thing about it is that like I can smell really strong smells, but nothing
Oh,
like
okay.
subtle. So
So
I
like
can't-
whenever it got rid of your smell, so you couldn't smell your diarrhea that you're doing.
oh, but he could hear
Helping
it
you
though.
out, Andrew.
Yeah, I was like, hey guys, I can't smell it, but you know, I dropped a liquid one in there a while ago. You know?
I'm not sure.
There's
it
like a
smells,
gallon
but
of shit in the
fuck.
toilet.
It like reached the top of the rim.
Oh,
You know, like,
that's so gross. That is so
That's
gross.
so funny. Well,
No, but
apparently, I don't know how true this is, but I've heard like the reason you lose your scent is like because the coronavirus like breaks down like the nerve cells like in your nose or something, so it actually like destroys your sense of smell, which is like why it doesn't come back when like you're not sick anymore, like when you get better. So like
yeah,
that's why you can't smell, which I think
Wait,
is
can it
crazy.
be permanent?
I
Is
don't
it
know.
permanent or
I don't know.
Well, I know some people who are in there and they still don't have their smell or
really?
taste. Yeah, and well, if you don't know, but taste is like 80% of your smell. So like 80% of what you smell is relied on your taste.
Mhm.
Right.
And so that's why your taste kind of gets messed up. It doesn't actually do anything for your taste, but it's just because you can't smell is what really messes it up.
Okay.
And so like when I was on Friday, I had like called my dad and was like, hey, like I'm tired of this. Like I've had a fever for like 3 days now, like and it's not going down. Like what should I do? And he's like, well, you should probably get a COVID test. And I was like, all right. So I called the university, and lo and behold, they're like, we're completely booked. I'm like, yeah, but I might have COVID. They're like, well, it sucks. So I was like, okay. So I got my roommate to drive me to an urgent care about like 10 minutes away. And I got a COVID test there, and like they come in. It was really funny because I was sitting in there for like about 15 minutes after they had taken the test, like 20 minutes or so. And I'm like listening outside, and I feel like absolute crap. I feel like I'm gonna just like collapse at any moment. But I'm like, I can't do that in this like urgent care. Right? I don't want to make a scene kind of thing. And so I'm like sitting there, and I'm just like,
That's probably
You
the
know,
best
it's
place to do it, though, don't you think?
yeah. I mean, I guess, but it's like if I could like sheer willpower kept me like alive.
No,
like,
you can just get back in bed and just relax.
Kept you
for a second.
alive.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
But I was like, but
He was
they're
gonna die.
I was listening outside, and I hear them talking, and then I hear like, oh yeah, ha ha ha, like whatever. And then the lady comes in with a face shield, a mask, and I go, God damn it.
You just knew.
I was
just
like, son of a
knew.
bitch. Well, she comes in and I immediately go, shit. She goes, yeah, so you kind of tested positive for COVID. And I go, oh, like here, wait, I have the paper still. I'm gonna show you. It's hilarious.
Okay.
He said kind of tested.
Kinda, yeah.
Positive.
Oh, wait,
You sorta kinda
why
tested
would you
positive.
not be wearing that before he got the test?
Yeah.
too?
Wait, make
Like-
sure there's no Andrew. Make sure you're not showing any. Oh, hold on. I'll wait till I don't want him to show any
He can't
personal
hear you.
information.
Yeah.
Andrew, make sure you're not
What?
showing any personal info or anything like that.
No, we're good. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah, just be wary. That's all.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, so they give me this paper, and like they give me this paper, and it's just like all this shit on it, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I read it, and it's like COVID-19 test result positive, and I'm like, son of a bitch. And so I texted my roommate who had like dropped me off. I could not drive. Like if I drove, I would have died. Like it was horrible.
Damn.
And so I end up texting him like, hey, I got COVID, can you take me back? He's like, yeah, sure. So he comes back, and we're driving back, and it's super awkward. But the one thing that really messed me up about the whole thing was the lady goes, I'll go, so like, what should I do? And she goes, I don't know, find a good Netflix show. I'm like, God damn it. Like, I'm asking you for medical advice here, and you just say, I don't know, find a good show to binge. Like, you'll be fine. Like,
You're gonna die anyway, so you may as well just watch the show.
So I'm like, okay. And then she's like, well, like put your keep your mask on, and whatever. So I text my RA, and I'm like, hey, I got COVID. What do I do? And she's like, okay, well, whatever. I got called by 4 separate people about this whole thing, and like, oh, it was such an ordeal. Basically, I ended up getting into the quarantine area around like 6 p.m. roughly, and
This is where the drama ensues.
I know, right? This is where shit gets real. So basically, I get there, and I had to walk all the way across campus with COVID and like with all my shit and no bin. So I was like carrying everything I had, like
No
super.
Ben.
So like they have like usually they have like no bin. Usually they have like bins you can put stuff in, like roll it like to the places.
Yeah.
but they didn't have any here, and so I had to ask my roommate Theo to like help me carry stuff because I was like, well, do I bring more clothes or my computer? And I obviously chose my computer. So I brought like
priorities.
So I bought like 2 pairs of pants and like maybe like 3 pairs of underwear or something like that. Just kind of whatever, right? Well, I mean, I was gonna be in quarantine. No one was putting their best on. We're all sick. It doesn't matter.
I guess. Okay.
So like,
yeah.
but I walk across, and at the time up here, because it's like a desert, right? So it was like 86 to 90 degrees outside. I'm walking in like a sweatshirt and like long like pajama pants because that's all I've been wearing for like 2 days.
Yeah.
So I walk all the way across campus, sick as a dog, and I get there and they're like, yeah, here's your room, blah, blah, blah. So I set everything up. Anyways, you have to order food, right? So I had to order food at certain times. So if you can't order before 4 o'clock on the Friday before the weekend, then you don't get food. Like, sucks. You're not getting food. And I got there at 6 p.m. So I didn't get food for 4 days. So for the first 2 days, it was because I didn't order on the Friday before because I got there so late. And then after that, they just didn't give me food. Like the menu wasn't working. All this stuff was an issue. And then basically, summary of the whole thing, my mom got crazy and sent an email to the president. And then dad started some drama on Facebook. I don't know what's going on with that. But basically, it's like a prison cell in there. Like I lived in a boiler room. It was only like people who were sick on the floor. No one ever came in to check on us. Like someone could probably have died in the next room next to me and no one would ever know. Like it was so messed up. And so we all got together because it's like we can't get more COVID. Like we already got COVID. So we'd all hang out and we all agreed, like everyone on the floor were like, we'll check on each other. Like we'll come in and knock on the door at least once a day to make sure you're okay and like see if you need anything, whatever. That's what we did, but like it's so messed up that we had to do that in the first place.
Yeah,
it's like because they gave us an email and it's like, yeah, we'll check on you and like like at least call you once a day. No, I got called once my mom sent an email to the president. So like,
it was the university, by the way, to clarify, just in case you're not very smart and couldn't pick that up, but
the president of the United States.
Yeah, Joe Biden was actually given an email by my mother.
And he responded and called my brother. Yeah.
He was just like, who the fuck is Andrew?
Are you okay?
Yeah, he calls me fellow American, like.
No, it's actually Obama.
No, but it was it was an experience, and honestly, like at the time it was kind of frustrating, but looking back it
makes a good story.
It does make a good story. I met some really cool people.
Crazy.
Yeah, I met some really cool people in there too, which I'm really happy about. And we're still really good friends. We hang out a lot, so that's nice.
That's cool. Yeah. So
yeah, but go ahead.
Go into the. I need people to know about the drama with the. Like I feel like our dad, like our mom. Okay, she emailed the president of the university, whatever, but. Our dad is really where a lot of the drama came from. Okay, so I feel like there needs an explanation there.
So basically, dad, being the old man he is, doesn't understand the internet and how things like quickly get out of control. And so he was on some forum for my college about how like people were complaining about how the president of the university here hasn't been handling COVID things well because nothing requires to wear a mask. Nothing is like they don't really like require you to be vaccinated. It's super like
a choice,
very like your choice kind of thing. Which okay, whatever. But it's also like we have older professors and they need to be protected. And like I don't want my like chemistry professor to die. She's like 80 something. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's chemistry?
Like I'd want her to die. Fuck that.
I mean, it is a 3-hour lab, so but they
just pass fail.
They give me a pass-fail grade.
Yeah.
No, but seriously though, it's dad started talking to some forum online and caused it a little bit of a issue because he complained about how the fact I was not being fed, which was true. I was not being fed.
That's fair.
But I had it under control and it ended up being okay. But still, and then reporters started like DMing him and all that stuff on Facebook saying like, "Hey, can we interview you about your kid?"
No way.
We're writing an article about this and all that stuff. And my dad was like, I think he responded to one of them, but not the other one because I told him to stop, like, please stop, kind of thing. But yeah, it was really honestly it was more stressful for me to like have to deal with my parents than to have to actually have COVID. that was one thing I got out of that was don't tell them I have COVID next time I get it.
Or just don't get COVID again.
No, that's the plan.
Genius.
But the one thing I gotta say though is that after all that, like after like quarantine and getting COVID and stuff, I feel invincible right now. Like it's been like less than a month since I got out on the 19th, and ever since then I don't have to care for at least another 2 months. Like that is insane. Like I can do whatever the fuck I want and not have to worry about getting COVID again.
By the way, people should know that he is vaccinated.
Yeah, I'm vaccinated. Yeah. I'm not some hick guy who's just like, I didn't get no damn vaccine, and I got COVID and I survived it and ain't nothing. No, I got the vaccine. That's why I didn't die from this thing. But it's a little nice to not have to worry about meeting new people and being like, shoot, like, are they gonna give me COVID kind of thing?
Yeah, for sure.
That is so crazy though that you were still like so miserable even though you got the vaccine.
Yeah, it was like at least 5 to 6 days of pure hell.
Wow.
And this is something I asked you, but and maybe you can reflect a little bit more on it now. But like, would you say that that's like the sickest you've ever been?
I could say yeah. I mean, because the thing is, like, it's like I've been really sick before. Like I used to get sick at least once a year or so, and it was really bad. But it was only for like a day or two, right?
Yeah.
It's just consistent for like over like 4 to 5 to 6 days, and I still even have a kind of a lingering cough. Even after, like, I'll get into coughing fits every once in a while. But it's, I mean, I don't really have it anymore. I'm not contagious, whatever.
Yeah.
But like,
Did you get tested again?
I can't get tested for like another month or so.
Really?
Yeah, because how the test works is it tests like antibodies and stuff.
Right.
I'll just look at like the amount of antibodies that are in your system, and I'll still test positive for it technically.
So basically, they just trust that after the 10 days it's gone, and they're like, go ahead.
So basically, how that works is just after like observation and research of like the individuals who have COVID, about 10 days after your symptoms stop, or about 10 days after like you get it, you should be okay. And that's how it is for me. So
yeah, I mean, you're not sick as long as you don't have a fever and other things like you're probably.
Yeah, no, I mean it's a virus, it's a little different than bacteria, but it's yeah. But yeah, that was a whole experience I had, and then ever since then it was just kind of, I think that whole week after I got out, it was catch up. So I like the 19th till like the 26th was just all catch up, and I had to catch up on a lot of stuff. Like I think last Friday or yesterday, I had to make up a chemistry lab that I missed like 2 weeks ago, and then all this stuff, and it was just. But I'm finally back, caught up and everything, and I mean classes are pretty easy. It's my freshman year for a semester, and all of it's just review. Like all my chemistry class I've learned like freshman year of high school, or like my algebra class I took pre-cal, so it's really easy. And she got mad at me because how I do notes is a little unorthodox. Considering I don't take them at all. And then once she's like, here, do this problem, I just write numbers on a page randomly, and then I give her the answer, and she gets mad at me for that. So.
Gotcha.
Wow. Nice.
But it's but anyways, no, it's not hard right now, but it is a lot of work regardless. At least more work than my roommates and stuff. And I even have homework due on Sunday this week, so I need to get that done. Yeah. But college isn't that bad. I've met a lot of cool people. I don't really miss home. Honestly, the only thing I really miss is the cats. I miss the cats. I mean, I talked to you. It's not a big deal. I mean, like, what? You went to Mississippi for like a semester, and we were just kind of like, yeah, we talk every once.
I know, yeah, we didn't really talk
like,
that much. Whenever I was
I mean, it's not even like the one thing I can say about us though is that at least like we couldn't, like, for example, say we didn't talk for like a year, and then you like hit me up one day, and I'm like, yeah, it would be as if that whole year didn't even happen. Like, it's not even a big deal. So that's why I'm not like super worried about it. I'm not like,
no, Patrick, you're the cat.
I am the cat. Yeah.
You're the pussy.
Fuck off.
No, but college has been a good experience, I think, and all of our roommates were all really good.
I know, right? No kidding.
No, but all my roommates were all really good friends, and we our doors are always unlocked for each other, and people just kind of come into our dorm and whatever. So it's not like, it's pretty cool. I mean,
that's cool. Yeah. No, I'm glad that you're having that experience, because I definitely did not.
Yeah, but you also went to college in the height of COVID, so it's kind of
right.
Like we're right now we're in the denial phase / vaccines are out and no one's taking them, so it's kind of
Yeah, no, it's like I
hoodies.
said, I will say though, as much as like I could sit here and complain about, oh well, my college experience wasn't like that
Yeah.
fucking blows. But like more than anything, I'm just glad that you're having a good experience and like enjoying it, and you live with people that you like, which I didn't
Yeah.
even get that experience.
Yeah.
So that's a whole story for another time. But
Yeah, no kidding.
but yeah,
Oh, you
that's
told that story, I thought. On like the last
Did I?
episode. Yeah, you talked about your old
Yeah, you talked
roommate.
about that.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, there you go.
Dummy.
Never mind.
It's a story for last episode.
Yeah. Hey, if you want to know about that story, go listen to the last episode.
I don't think that was last
Um,
episode.
Could have been two.
Okay, maybe the first
Last
one.
two.
Whatever. Just listen to our
One of the
episodes.
ones.
Just listen to the
Yeah.
One of the
come
ones.
Why didn't you just listen to all of them
Yeah,
and then
just-
Yeah,
do
there you
the
go.
story in between? Yeah.
Andrew,
Yeah.
have you listened to
Yeah, I
all
was
our
gonna say,
episodes?
Andrew, do you listen to them?
Yeah, did you listen to it?
I think it's time to wrap it up.
Okay. Actually, it's
Absolutely
like
not.
actually a guest. It's your time to go.
Yeah, you gotta get out of here.
No, I actually it's the
Not
only
a
thing I
guest
gotta say-
anymore.
Yeah. The only thing I gotta say about college though is that sadly I haven't really been able to do a lot of like listening or even watching anything. It's a lot of it's just doing homework and then sleep, or like
Yeah.
I'll be doing homework and then someone will come into my room and then like they'll be like, "You want to hang out?" And I'll be like, "I guess," kind of thing. So
Tell
it's
us
just kind
about
of
your
like,
date.
I'm too cool to hang out with.
Tell us
you.
about your date.
You had a
My
date?
date?
oh
You had a
yeah.
date on
So
October
I
1st?
With the girl.
Girl!
Not a guy, a
A
girl.
A real
No,
person.
A real person.
A human
Is
being.
an anime girl?
yeah.
Was
Okay,
it
fuck
was
you
it one of
guys.
those pillows, those body pillows?
What's that in the back of it?
Well, I mean, it is a BTS poster back there. So you know.
Oh.
Actually, I found it at Target. I found it at Spencer's, and it was like $9. I was like, I have to keep.
Did you bring your blow up sex doll with you?
Shut the fuck up.
What?
No, but about a week ago, I did go on a date with someone I met here. She's on the volleyball team. I think she's in Denver right now.
Damn, she play volleyball?
They want
Yeah,
A
she's
real
Is she
girl.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's like 5'10",
Oh.
Damn.
How tall are
5'11".
you,
She's
Andrew?
really tall for a girl.
How tall are
Yeah.
you?
Are you sure?
I'm like 6'1".
Oh, okay.
Oh,
No.
shoot.
Oh, yeah. I like
She's
forget
like
how
as
tall
tall
you
as
are.
her mom, then, right?
What's up?
She's probably like
You're
as tall as her
6'1"?
mom.
Yeah, maybe a little. Yeah, I am 6'1".
Andrew's like,
That's
I feel like
crazy.
Bro,
Andrew
he's lanky.
seems like
He's
he's-
tall.
I
He's
am
taller
lanky,
than
short.
bro.
He's
I mean,
taller
when
than
were you
me.
6'1"?
Since like about a
About a
year.
year.
Six.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dang. I haven't seen
Yeah.
Andrew in a long time.
and I've been losing
Yeah.
weight. I've been losing weight, so I'm gonna grow again.
You don't even need to lose weight, bro.
I know.
You're so skinny.
Yeah.
Actually, ever
Skinny.
since, from COVID, I lost 5 pounds, and then I gained them back,
Damn.
but then I lost it again. So I think I'm growing again. I don't know what it is.
This dude's gonna come back and he's just gonna be like,
He's gonna
They'll send me back in
be
a
a husk.
casket. I'll just be like, I can't
a
move.
husk. Yeah.
He's gonna be like
You're
that,
gonna look
that
like a-
fish in SpongeBob who's like, I always hated chocolate.
Oh,
yeah.
No, but it's no. So about like last week or so,
Yeah.
I had so I met this girl when I was that night I was extremely intoxicated, and I went to one of my friends' dorms because they were like, "We're gonna paint," and I was like, So I went over.
Hey.
I didn't end up painting. Well, no, they
No.
didn't paint, or they were painting, but I didn't end up painting because they had Kung Fu Panda on the TV, and I got mesmerized. So I just sat there
Good movie,
on the
good
floor and
movie.
watched all of Kung Fu
As you
Panda.
should.
And then she showed up with another dude, and we talked for like about 4 hours.
She showed up with another dude, and you.
Oh, no,
talked
no,
to this
no.
Yeah, bro. Damn.
No. The other guy was gay, so it's
Oh.
like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, they had been like best friends.
So
since
you
they were,
really wanted to be with the guy, but then you end up getting a girl instead.
all right, why don't you shut the fuck up?
Apple doesn't fall
No, but-
far from the tree, Pantry.
Oh my god.
No, but we kind of headed off, and then I was like, I got a Snapchat and whatnot, and I was like, hey, like, do you want to go on a date or something? But we were both kind of broke, so we just went to her apartment and watched a show for a while.
Oh,
Did he?
watch the show.
Did you
and
roll
then,
the weenies?
Netflix?
I did not roll the weenies,
Oh.
but
Well,
I mean, it's a little
Next
more
story.
complicated. I mean,
no. It's
Next
not.
story.
Anyways.
anyways, but yeah, no, it was good. But she had it's season right now for volleyball, so that she's really busy. So we haven't been able to go on another date because she left Wednesday, I think, to go to Denver, and they're playing like 4 games there, and they're coming back on Sunday.
Okay.
That's
So-
crazy.
That's
Yeah,
cool,
so I was gonna
How nice.
whenever she's free again. The plan was to go on a date, but we'll see. So
Nice. That's
Tell her,
good.
tell her
Sounds
to
good.
watch the podcast. With you.
Yeah. Send her
Oh,
the
God.
podcast.
Oh god. No, but if I'm gonna be honest, she's like this tall goddess of a person.
Damn.
And
Goddess, dude.
so I'm definitely gonna tell her to watch it now. You know,
I
I had to put that in there so she sees it. You know?
Did I mention that she was a goddess? Did I mention that?
Wait, did I mention that she's the most beautiful person I've ever seen in my life?
Please tell your beautiful goddess friends about our podcast.
Yeah, name of this like what fifth podcast? Beautiful goddess.
Beautiful goddess. It's the fourth.
Shout outs to the beautiful goddess.
Shout out.
Yeah, but, no, yeah.
Oh man,
But it's been
Well,
it's been fun. So.
that's good. That's what it's meant to be.
That's nice.
So yeah,
Good
okay.
job, Mark.
We could call this. We could call this episode. 'Cause I feel like that's what I got from this whole episode. It was just us introducing ourselves for a whole hour.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
all we've done is introduce ourselves.
Really, I mean,
Or
Or quote
there's.
unquote catch up.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know what? There is something I wanted, and I don't know if y'all seen this. This is more relevant to.
Oh, we didn't even do like
Top-
current events.
Yeah, I know. This is my thing.
Yeah.
So Andrew,
Not
it's fine if you
gambling?
don't have anything. But basically, what we do, just to kind of introduce you to this segment, since you haven't listened,
Yeah.
Yes,
Man.
Aggressiveness, my god.
we kind of like if there's like something current that like we think is interesting or like that's like popular or whatever, we just like briefly talk about it.
Yeah.
Pretty much what it is. So my thing is I don't know if y'all seen this on TikTok, but it's about this thing. It's called Couch Guy. I
Oh
don't know.
my god.
You seen it? You seen it? You seen it?
Yeah.
What's
Oh
that?
my gosh.
I
Okay,
haven't
okay.
seen this.
So I'll send you the link
saw
afterwards,
it
but I'll
today.
just explain it. So basically, it's like this crazy thing on TikTok, and a lot of this I don't know if we talked about this before or not, but the thing that's really interesting about this, and I'll kind of go more into an explanation, is like how like the internet and like TikTok is like really like investigates things, and a lot of this like pertains to like the Couch Guy thing has nothing to do with Gabby Petito, rest in peace, but
Wait, what?
you
Who's
know,
that?
you don't know about the Gabby Petito thing?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
Yo! Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna start there then.
Okay.
Hold up.
Yeah.
So-
dude, I don't know.
So
like
basically,
TikTok. That's a lie.
there's this guy and this girl, and they like go on this like cross country trip in this van or whatever, and they're like vlog it, like they're vloggers or something.
Mhm.
So basically, like so they get stopped by like a cop, like for like whatever reason, like someone called the cops saying like so there was like domestic abuse or whatever. Well, they go and like she's crying, and like they basically said they got into an argument, and like she said that like she slapped the guy or something like that. And anyways, basically, I think they lived in Florida together. I don't know, or at least his parents did, or something like that. The guy's parents. Well, he came back without her, and like she's just like not like she's basically like not there. So and it was like crazy because he like refused to say anything. Like he refused to say like where she was or like what happened, like why she wasn't back with him and all this other stuff. So it became this whole thing. Well, so the crazy thing about this is that like TikTok played a really TikTok and just the internet in general played a really crucial role in like helping police officers like locate what ended up being her body, like her deceased body. So basically like there was like footage of like someone driving, and like they found like the van parked somewhere that they had taken on the trip, and I guess he had like hitchhike his way back home or something like that. And so there was that, and then they found her body like nearby, and she had been killed. So so basically this like all kind of starts to come to light or whatever, and I'm leaving out a few details, so you know whatever, but then he disappears. So he's been gone. Like he still hasn't been found. And his parents like won't say anything or anything like that. Like they say that they don't know where he is and blah blah. I'm like, whatever. So it's like this whole thing, and you know, and they had like a memorial for her recently and stuff, like where she used to live and whatnot. But it's just like the whole thing is crazy, and I think, like I said, and this kind of goes into what I'll go into talking about the Couch Guy, which is like way more lighthearted.
Yeah.
But
He's like,
but
oh,
no,
This
it's
is
just
crazy. What?
yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
no, it's just-
They're, like,
Yeah,
They
this
were
is
like
wild.
some vloggers that were
Yeah.
like trying to do some road trip around the country.
Yeah,
Did they
yeah,
like know each
basically.
other? Like,
Yeah, no, they were like supposed to get married. Like they were like fiance and or whatever. Yeah.
God, damn.
So
Just couldn't handle driving with her for 24
well,
hours.
it gets kind of it. See, there's a lot of conspiracies, obviously, because that's the internet around this thing, and a lot of speculation. But there's a couple of things that are like really interesting that like happen like around these events that like. Oh, that's the other thing. Is like they haven't charged him for like homicide or anything. Like the only thing they charged him for is he withdrew and used money from like one of Gabby's like old bank accounts or whatever and checking accounts, which is like illegal because it's like fraud or whatever.
Mhm.
And
Right.
that's the only thing he's been charged for so far. That's the warrant that they have for his arrest is for that thing specifically, but not for potential homicide.
well, I guess if
That's
there's no
crazy.
evidence, a potential.
Yeah,
There's a whole
well, like
body
he's,
of charges
yeah, I was gonna say he's the
potential.
number one suspect for
yeah,
killing.
like, obviously,
Well, he
like,
should
who
be,
else?
Yeah.
And if he didn't do it, why would he run away? Like
Yeah,
Right,
Exactly.
exactly, right, and
Why
he
would
didn't
he
say
be
anything
gone?
whenever he came back, and like also so anyways, he still hasn't been found. People like they're not sure if like he maybe has killed himself or if he's just like off the grid or whatever the case may be. So anyways, whole situation is super crazy, and like I said, the point I was kind of getting at is that how like I said, the internet like basically became like investigators like helping the situation to either send videos to the police or send pictures of people they thought were suspects or whatever, or like or like sightings of him. Like there was like they saw him in here, or like this transaction was based in like this state or whatever, and like all this other stuff. Some people think that he's like in Canada now or something like that. There's like But yeah, it's the whole situation is really fucking wild. I highly recommend like just maybe like reading an article about it because you'll get way more better
Mhm.
information than like what I said, and like it'll fill in a lot more of the details and stuff.
Yeah.
But but yeah, super fucking crazy that whole situation. What I was going to say originally is
Yeah,
a
so
little bit
what's
different than
Couch
that.
Man?
So Couch Guy
Holy crap.
is this thing where this girlfriend goes to like her boyfriend's school
Mhm.
and surprises him in his like I guess apartment or dorm room or something like that.
I've seen
Yeah, because
that.
they're
Yeah.
long distance.
Yeah, they're long distance. So she walks into the room and he's sitting on the couch with like three other girls, and it looks like one of the girls has her arm around him, and it's like the whole situation is fucking sketchy. So like everyone there is like she walks in and everyone there is super fucking awkward. Like it is like the most awkward thing. He doesn't look like people are like he doesn't look excited at all to see her, and like there's like this really weird exchange between one of the girls where she like it like I guess like
It looks like
they-
she gave
it's like
his
she
phone.
gave his phone back to him like in like a really
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
sketchy way and stuff like that. And so there's all that, and she's in total denial that nothing was happening. Like the entire
No way.
yeah,
It's
literally
so-
everybody
I
on
saw that.
TikTok.
It's so
Yeah,
Dude,
funny.
I now that you're like,
And there's like
I
so
have-
many memes about it now, like
Yeah,
people
I've seen
reenacting it.
like a parody of it. I haven't seen the original video, but I have seen like someone like make a satire like remake
Yeah.
or whatever.
yeah. So
Satire.
Whoa.
so actually,
Whatever.
man, I wish you know what? Let me see. I'll keep talking, but let me see if I can find the video and I'll send it and you can show it on for like the podcast viewers or whatever.
Okay, yeah, sure.
But yeah, anyway, so it's like this whole thing, and basically she says that oh well this isn't true, like he wasn't basically denying everything, and like
He's the
some like
best boyfriend ever. He didn't
yeah,
do
she
anything wrong.
even like posted a video. Like it's crazy because it's so obvious that she's like trying to justify his actions, like in
Yeah.
all these different videos and stuff. Like where like she even has a video of like her like walking with like her parents and her brother, and it's like, what do you think of him? What do you think of Couch Guy? And like all this other stuff, like trying
She
to
calls
be
him
like
Couch Guy.
yeah, well, I mean, like as like trying to be like, oh, like y'all, like basically like trying to be like make it seem like, oh, like all you commenters and people watching my videos are the ones that are fucking stupid, not me. But realistically, everyone is like,
Yeah,
you're the one that's
everyone
retarded,
knows.
or I mean, stupid. Sorry.
You stupid.
But okay, okay, here it is. I'll send it. Do you want me to send it in the Discord?
Yeah, sure. I'll just
Okay.
like. Well, I don't know. I probably won't. Well, I can play it for the audio people too. I guess I don't know.
Or I can screen share if you want. Would that be easier?
Yeah, if you want to like try doing that.
No,
that.
but the one thing I gotta say about that whole thing though is just the fact of like, look, everyone low key did kind of jump to conclusions about it all, and like, yeah, I understand it's kind of a weird video and there's kind of a lot going on, and you can really read into it if you don't know the backstory. But it's also like, I think, well, I mean, we're not dating them, so how can we really say what was really happening? Like, for all we know, like.
No, go ahead. Sorry, I'll let you finish.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, so this is the video of like whatever. So, but and I want you to really look closely like at the boyfriend.
You could probably just tell by his face, like how.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh no, you totally can. That's the other thing. Like you totally can. Like look. So like right here, watch. Look at his hand. He like kind of bends over and then pulls his phone.
Oh yeah, he like where did he go?
Yeah. And then look, like he just hugs her so
What
awkwardly.
an awkward hug.
I know. And then look, hold up.
Zoom enhance.
Hold up. Look at where is it? Oh, there's like a kind of like a clip where it looks like her arm is like right there. Like right there. Do you see that? Kinda?
No.
No.
I mean, I can't see that.
Hold up, let me see if I can. I don't know.
Oh wait, I feel like I just saw it. Wait, go back. Like look at it right. Oh fuck, maybe not. I thought
Maybe
her
not.
arm.
We're being like, look. Okay, I don't know if you can see it. Like, just look right here, and it doesn't look like a shadow is like kind of moving.
Yeah,
like, right
see,
there.
like that's what I was saying. Like I thought I saw something move there.
Yeah, like right here. But
yeah,
anyways,
I mean, look, I mean, like I can understand the people being like, look, like here, like it's kind of sketchy, which fair enough, but it's also like, for all we know, like the guy could have been friends with these girls, and he could have known, and like she could have known about it, and you know, like she could have also like, you know, like it could have just been like they're friends on the floor. I don't know. I mean, there's just so many possibilities, and to jump to the conclusion that like he's cheating on her or just being like a bad person, I feel like it's pretty messed up. Like, you know,
I just,
and I mean, I'm not trying to be
trying to
devil's
defend
advocate
him,
here. But it's just like I think there's way more to the story than we're seeing, and that's usually how it is. And I think people can really like to jump to conclusions when they want to, because it just makes it easier.
Yeah, no, and I understand what you're saying, but but again, and I think that, you know, for me personally, like if I was like, let's just say I was in that situation where like I'm walking in and like roles are reversed, like I'm who would be the girl walking in and like my girlfriend is sitting there with 3 dudes and like it looks like that's red flags going off instantly in my head. You know what I mean?
But I mean, I feel like if you didn't know, yes. But if like she knew the people, like who they were, like, and like he had been like, yeah, like I have a girlfriend, whatever. That's a totally different situation.
Okay, but
like,
even
from one video, how can you deduce their whole relationship status and what's been happening between them? Like, you can't do that.
Yeah.
You know, it's just we should give them the benefit of the doubt in this situation, because it's so easy to just be like, yeah, he's a fucking dirtbag, like he's awful, like even just looking at the other female gender is fucked up. Like, no, like there's more to it than just the fact of like, you know, I think it's fucked up to be in a relationship where the person is like, you can't have friends that are girls. I think that's really messed up.
No, I agree. I 100% agree with that. But, and here's my big but, is that
you're a big butt.
Here's the, you know, whatever. Anyways,
big butt.
Yeah, my big butt. You know, it just like you can just feel the awkwardness in the room by just watching the video. The way he like there's just some things, like I said, red flags would just instantly be going off.
Sketchy, right?
It is. Okay. It comes off as much as like I understand what you're saying, and I agree 100% that you should be allowed to be friends with whoever you want and hang out with whoever you want or whatever, you know. And there's a huge thing of like trust that comes along with that a lot of people, and just because of the way that internet culture is nowadays, like they just don't have, like a lot of people just don't have that. Having said that, there are like just steps that like, or things and steps that you take to make sure that there isn't really any confusion at all. Like there shouldn't be any speculation like if people were just freaking out of the fact that he was sitting on the couch with 3 other girls, then like, yeah, that's fucking stupid. Like, who cares? But that's not the case. Like, there's like things that come off as weird. There's like
reaction and stuff.
Yeah, his reaction.
Like
There's like follow-up
acting.
videos. There's like follow-up videos with them together, and he just looks so uninterested. Like, I mean, I'm literally like, it's so.
So you're a stalker now?
Yeah.
Huh?
No,
Stalking them, what the fuck?
Well, I looked at her account and like I saw, and I was trying.
No, you looked at her
Oh,
account,
don't you
You
have a
wait,
girlfriend?
Instagram?
too?
Oh my god.
Does
No,
your
What are you gonna do? Go to
girlfriend
their
love
house
this?
next? Like, what's the next
Fuck
step
up.
here?
No, I looked at her account to see if like to see what her response to all the hate, I guess, was. And there was for a little bit she was avoiding all of the comments, and apparently, and then like he was avoiding posting a video for like a really long time.
Yeah.
And then he finally came out and was just like,
He came
know,
out.
You came out. No wonder
He
you
goes,
were so
he just-
uninterested.
that's why I was
Yeah.
so awkward.
he basically just said like, oh, this is like, it's not true, blah blah whatever. And it was like a pretty like, another thing the video was I mean, there was also a part of it where it's like they shouldn't have to defend themselves at all. They should just be happy with what it is. But she posted it on there's so much that's just weird about it. She posted it on the internet, and whenever you post something on the internet, you gotta expect like consequences to that. And
It's
then
out there.
she is like basically kind of like fueling this thing by going along with it at the same time, and people are just going to continue to go out. Like the video with the parents, that there's no need for that. Like, if you're really that confident in your relationship, then you don't need to post that. You know what I'm saying?
I completely agree. I think the reaction from her and the boyfriend were pretty garbage, considering that they kind of considering that we all are of the generation of the internet. Like, like what's gonna happen if you continue to like talk about it. Like,
right, yeah.
At this point, honestly, I wouldn't deny the conspiracy that they're doing this all for attention and all for kind of fame at this point. Because like when you get viral, it's like you gotta juice it for all it's worth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if by like the Super Bowl we see a fucking commercial about it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just that's just kind of how it. Like, that's just kind of how it goes, you know. And at this point, when it comes to the internet, I don't take anything seriously.
Yeah,
like
with a grain of salt.
There's nothing that I have seen like with like trend wise that I've been like, wow, I really should like be invested. No, I don't give a shit. Like, no.
In reality, this whole thing is scripted.
No, 100%. Like, it could be. Yeah.
Like
all we know, like, it was just like someone
Milking
like, it doesn't matter. Like, and that's why like with these kind of trends, it's just I don't care because it's not like
well,
it's not important.
Here's what I think. Assuming that it is real and not just juiced for attention.
Yeah.
I feel like in one scenario, obviously it could be like exactly how it seems. Like, dude is like being sketchy around these girls. Like, he's like freaking out when his girlfriend walks in because he's like, oh shit, like I was like totally like into these girls or whatever. But like also I would understand like if like he's just like sitting with like some friends like that are his like some girls that are his friends, and like his girlfriend walks in and he thinks that like she's gonna think like like it's what it looks like, so like I would like freak out. Like, I don't want my girlfriend to think like I'm sitting next to these girls like flirting with them or like whatever.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take my phone back. I'm gonna
so I would like kind of freak out. I'd be like, I don't want her to think this is what's happening because it's not. Like,
I mean, I feel like in that situation you'd still be uncomfortable, like regardless, because you're like, oh shit, like this kind of looks weird. Like, I don't want to be like, like I don't want to jump to conclusions, and then I can that makes sense, but like that makes a lot of sense. And I think, like I said, there's so many sides to this that we don't know, and all we're doing here is theorizing and guessing.
Yeah, but it's just weird. Like, okay, like I think the thing that really is, I would say, is weird to me is if I'm in that situation, I totally agree that it like you don't want it to look bad whatsoever. Yeah. But the way he like bends over, makes it real sly, that he's like getting his phone back, and you know what I'm saying? That is just that's what makes it come off as sketchy. It's like if you don't like, first of all, if you have trust in your relationship and you're not doing anything sketchy, I'm fucking taking my phone back for whatever reason that it is. And if it really means that much to my girlfriend that, that came off as weird to her, I'll fucking explain and be like, oh, I was showing them a video on TikTok, if that's what it was. If it's really as simple as that and as basic as that, he wasn't doing anything sketchy, then there was no reason for him to be sketchy about getting the phone back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And there's like that aspect of it of you know, if realistically you weren't being sketchy, then why do you look sketchy? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, there's like there's that aspect of like he's probably hiding something. If like you have to bend over and pretend like, oh my god, I'm so excited, haha. Actually, give me my fucking phone back, bitch. You know, like that's what it looks like. And so that's like the whole, you know, and I think that's my main issue with it is like disregard the arm thing because there's that's probably a stretch. You know, she may have, she may not have, she may have just whatever. It doesn't matter. That in that phone thing in itself, and the fact that he just looks awkward. The whole situation is very awkward. You know, he doesn't necessarily like for me. And you know, I went to school and I had a long distance relationship. If my girlfriend at the time had come and you know surprised me or whatever. I'm gonna be ecstatic because especially like for the type of scenario and situation I was having a really hard time at school and like that's like a at the time, you know, that would have been something that I would have really enjoyed and all this other stuff. And I wouldn't just be like, oh shit, hey, that's what it looked like. That's literally the kind of reaction like, oh shit, you're here. Like that's the kind of reaction that it looked. It wasn't more like oh my fucking god, I'm so excited you're here. It's like, oh fuck, why are you here? so anyways, I think again, like, you know, while I 100% agree that there's this like weird stigma around like, you know, guys having friends who are girls and like the whole girl best friend and guy best friend thing. I think all that bullshit is fucking stupid. But there's a lot of aspects about this video that and like I said, in my mind would set off a ton of fucking red flags if I was in her position. That's just like I'm at least having a conversation about it, and I'm definitely not continuing to post about it on the internet. You know what I'm saying? You're fucking hurting.
Not slick.
No,
He's drawing a motion.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, it's funny.
But anyways, total like but I'm really glad that y'all some of y'all hadn't seen that because it was a great conversation to have.
Yeah, no, I like I said,
crazy.
I mean, like, I think it's just like how the internet works, and people take it too far, and that's just kind of what's happening right now. And it's gonna you'll never hear about this in like the next week or so.
Yeah,
like it's just not gonna be a thing that matters.
Be forgotten, yeah.
And we're not gonna be 30 and be like, man, you remember Couch Guy? Like, no.
Yeah.
We're gonna be like, remember Doge? You know what I mean? Like, it's not like, I don't know. It's just, it's crazy how like, you know, how quick. Because like with the internet, it's just, like I said, I've always said it. It's a double-edged sword. It's like you can put things on there, and it's so super wholesome and so fun. Like, and it's great for your career or whatever. But it's also like, well, people could also totally shit on you and like kind of make you an asshole, like for doing something that's like totally mundane. Like it's just kind of, you know.
Well, and I think like kind of like what my ultimate draw from all of this and like the whole Gabby Petito thing, which is fucking sad and insane. But there is a aspect to it to show just for one how big the TikTok platform is, like just like how big it's become and like how much of a you know of a market that it draws and like viewership and like all this other stuff that comes along with.
Like back when maybe like a year ago, I used to go on TikTok a lot more than I do now. Like now I probably go on like once a week or something. I don't really go on it that much. And every time I go on, I just see video after video, 1 million, 2 million, 3 million likes. And it's crazy. I'm just like, who are these people? Where did they come from? And but like a year ago, I was so impressed with like 100K likes. Like it was like 100K likes. It's like, dang, this is viral. This is something viral right here.
Do y'all remember that point in time whenever it was like shameful to have like used to be TikTok, like everyone has it. I don't have a TikTok account. I just do it whenever people send me videos. Like it used to be an excuse.
Well, it's crazy because like TikTok, it didn't even used to be TikTok. It used to be Musically.
That's right.
TikTok. And they just like changed it like overnight.
Yeah, whenever like it really took the place of what Vine was. Like that's TikTok became that platform for all these people. And I think I genuinely like believe that and you know what? Again, another podcast that I listen to a lot, Tiny Meat Gang, which I've mentioned before a couple times, had
you could join that.
Shut the fuck up. Noel had a really good
I've never seen
No.
that shit.
No, I had a really good point
Uh-huh.
about how like attention spans of like people over time have progressively gotten shorter, and why TikTok is basically becoming bigger than YouTube now. And like what he basically said is that, you know, people nowadays, they just want the clip. Like that's it. They want that 30-second, 1 minute, 3 minute long clip, and that's enough for them, and they'll move on. Like they don't want to sit there like YouTube. And this is I'm quoting him almost directly. YouTube is meant for people who want to watch the full thing.
Yeah.
Like, and that's just not how a lot of people in society are today. They want it in snippets and clips and all this other
That's so
stuff.
true. I
and
watch so much less YouTube than I used to. Like I used to watch
Mhm.
video after video. Now I watch like a video a day, if any. Like sometimes, like I'd rather do a lot of other stuff. But when I'm in bed, like when I'm about to go to sleep, I'll be on TikTok for like 30 minutes.
Exactly, because
Addicted.
it's so convenient, and like you don't have to like sit there and like you like whenever you watch a movie or a TV show or a YouTube video, you're sitting there and you're committing yourself for. I mean, not like obviously you can leave whenever you want, but in your mind, you're committing yourself to however long the episode is, or the movie is, or the video is, and all this other stuff. And so you know, and because if you watch 5 minutes of the first episode of like Sex Education, for example, you know that what information does that give you? Yes, it was super good.
That was a good
Yeah.
season.
Wait a minute. We're making a 1 hour podcast when the viewers want 30-second
30
podcast.
Big brain.
Next,
Well, see, he actually brought that up and was talking about how about podcasting and stuff, and you know, just kind of how that has boomed a lot actually, like lately, and you know, yeah, podcasting has definitely become like, and it's almost like,
Not me.
Yeah.
it's almost like YouTube has kind of become a podcasting platform if you think about it. People like to watch people talk about things.
Yeah,
But it's
That's-
also
that's
it's crazy.
like-
But I also think it's
Yeah.
people
But
like
people
to
do like
watch
that.
people talk about things that they believe in and they relate with.
That's
so like
true.
like
political
people like for example like Joe
podcasts.
Rogan,
Yeah.
right? People will watch Joe Rogan because they believe the same things that he does,
Yeah.
or they like, you know, like whatever. And I guess that's the same with kind of like most podcasts. Like I can't listen to podcasts to get too distracted and I want to listen to them. I just like to listen to them.
Yeah.
But
Except
like
ours.
shut the fuck up. I don't listen to any. If that makes you feel any better, I don't listen to any podcast because like I always get so distracted and I have to rewind to go back to the beginning because I forgot what they said.
Yeah.
But it's like
Okay.
I don't know. Like I think having like something where it's basically what podcasts are is just creating a bigger echo chamber than what the internet already is. Because now because before what it was just like forums and pages people texted on. Now it's physical people like what we're doing right now talking about how like. I don't know, for example, like how Trump is doing a great job in the presidency, or how Joe Biden sucks, or how he's great, or whatever. And it's just echoing.
Why did you say Trump was doing good and Biden was doing bad, huh?
You know, okay, I meant both, but you know what I'm trying to
This
say.
is not a
It's like,
political
like these
podcast.
opinions on specific
this-
things that these people specifically like, you know, listen to so that they can stay in their own bubble on the internet.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. And like, there aren't a lot of like, there are podcasts, but like, for example, like Ryan Higa, who like, they'll like put stuff, you know, and they just talk about random things, like whatever.
That's what we do. That's
That's
literally
what-
what we
yeah,
do.
that's-
And I think
Yeah.
I think the thing is like the difference between that and like say Joe Rogan is that Joe Rogan started out really with podcasts. And that's how he
Yeah.
got big.
That's,
But with Ryan Higa is he started out with YouTube and he already had a following. And so he had these
Yeah.
people who already thought kind of like him
Yeah.
and he already had a following. But Joe Rogan started, you know, from the bottom and kind of had his views and he was completely pretty transparent about his views on everything.
Yeah.
And so he brought in the audience that was similar in his views, and that's how it's going to work. Like, I'm not going to read a CNN article. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not that kind of person. I'm not, I mean, crazy, but I'm from Texas, but I'm not a Republican, realistically. Like, I'm not super conservative. And so, like, I'm not going to read a conservative news outlet. Like, that's just not my thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so, like, it's going to bring an audience that is similar to what you're talking about.
Yeah,
You know what I
well,
mean?
I was gonna say, like, I don't know how true this is, but I do feel like people like to listen to podcasts like that they resonate with and that like
Yeah.
will validate how they feel. Like they're like, oh, like this dude, like he agrees with
He
what I'm saying,
understands,
so,
yeah.
No, 100%. Yeah. And
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm kind of saying about it. It's just like, it's a way of validation saying, yes, other physical person that I can actually see or actually hear talking says, yes,
Agrees.
the points of view that I have on the world are the exact same as this one. So therefore that I must be right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it just makes you feel like you're not alone. Like you're not
Exactly.
You're not the only person. Yeah, but you're not the only person that feels a particular way about a particular situation. So.
No, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, and I'm not saying like podcasts are a bad thing. I think it's great. I think podcasts bring up a lot of good
I was
conversations.
gonna say you're on one. I hope.
No, I know. No, I know. I'm just saying, like, it's just like I think they bring up a lot of good conversations, and I think it's, personally, I think it's like the next step in philosophy, because before it was like you'd have to show up to whoever's philosopher's like lecture. Now it's like I can tune in whenever the fuck I want to listen to what they're talking about. Yeah, like I can listen to Rolling Weenies anytime I want. Like
These guys are philosophers.
these guys are like next step. No,
Weenies.
Yeah, our last episode we literally just talk about poops for like 20
Yeah, for like 20 minutes. But people resonate with that.
Yeah,
I really do think that it's just another, like, it's a good way of kind of having a conversation with someone, but one-sided. Like you can hear someone's views and go, yes, I can agree with that. And I think it's I personally do think it is like kind of like, regardless of what we're talking about, it is the next step in philosophy, because it's like we're talking about things that are real and that are happening, and whatever it is, like whether it's about, I don't know, poops, or whether or not it's about don't be racist, it's like you have these two things, and they're talking about people's opinions, and that's what philosophy kind of is people's outview on the world and their look on things.
Yeah.
So
I have a really strange feeling that people are going to want Andrew back in our podcast.
Well, I mean, that's a possibility. We can do that. I mean,
yeah, heck yeah.
I'm down anytime, and my schedule's pretty flexible.
If y'all want him on regularly, let us know.
Yeah. I'm always
in the comments below.
Yeah,
leave in the comments below.
But
I don't think we've ever gone to the comment. No, we got like one from like Austin or something.
I mean, well, go ahead and say what you're gonna say.
I was gonna say, back to like the TikTok. This is just like, I just want to say this. Like, I know like Vine is probably like a lot more classic, and there's more memorable like videos. But I'd say TikTok is a lot better than Vine. Like, people don't remember all the shitty parts of Vine. People remember like the 10-minute compilations of the Vines they like, and that's it.
Yeah.
But like, there's not as many like memorable ones on TikTok, but I feel like they're more enjoyable.
Yeah, no, I agree.
TikTok needs to update their UI, man.
I could completely agree with that, bro.
Annoying. Holy crap. I'm trying to like my friends' videos that they sent me, and I'm like clicking into them and then clicking out of them, and I'm just like, bro, just let me like these things without getting annoyed.
Yeah, no, I agree, but yeah, TikTok 100%. I think it's so much it's so much better than Vine. There's so much more content on TikTok, and now that they've added the 3-minute video thing, you get a lot more. That added a whole new aspect to TikTok and like what you can do on there. Like, if we wanted to, we could make like our own like 3-minute, like, our own 3-minute special for like our podcast TikTok if we wanted, where we literally just talk about.
What's so annoying though is that I don't go on TikTok that much, right? And so I'm so behind with all these like current events. Because I don't go on TikTok that much, like I had to think for a second about the couch guy, because I had no idea what you're talking about, because it just clicked right away. And what was her name?
Gabby Petito.
Gabby girl.
Yeah.
Like I have no idea what that is. Like, it's just crazy.
Yeah. Well, the whole thing is really wild.
I know Kenny doesn't go on TikTok a lot, because at one point I had like 100+ videos that I had sent to him on TikTok.
He did, dude. I'd go on TikTok and I see like you get like the little notification thing. It said 150 TikToks have been sent to you.
But he watched them all.
Okay, so one time I sat down and I watched all of them. I watched them.
No way.
I was scrolling for like an hour.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
I have the same, like one of my friends sends me a lot of TikToks, and I won't watch them for like a month, and then I'll just randomly be like, it's about time, and it'll be like 50 TikToks, and I'll just watch all of them and just respond to every single one as separate text. So it'll be like 50 texts of like, wow, that one sucked, or that one was great, or like, wow, it's hilarious. But it's just like once. I even made a separate Instagram account for him to send me memes, and I look at them once a month. It's called Bobby's Shitty Memes, and he literally just sends me memes in there, and then I look at them like once a month, and I'm like, oh, that's actually pretty funny, whatever.
Yeah. In that time where I didn't check my TikTok DMs for like so long, my sister sent me like 60 of them, right? And my girlfriend accidentally clicked on it, and so it, like the notification went away.
Oh no!
I didn't want to watch those right now, and so I haven't watched it.
You're never gonna.
And I can't go. I don't know where it starts, so I'm not gonna be able to go back.
Yeah,
Well,
like how are
what
you
I
gonna?
do-
Wow, damn.
What I do is me and Lauren send each other TikToks, and then when we get together, like at my apartment or whatever, we watch them together just like to see how we react. So what we do is like when we get to the end, we like just that video, and so that's like the starting point for the next time.
That's smart. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what me and Andre do. We don't do the like
Yeah,
thing.
I usually just watch
yeah.
them instantly. To be honest, like if I have the time to watch it, like I'll just watch it. So-
My problem is that like I'll like see someone send me one, I go, oh cool, I'll watch that in a second, and then, since the notification went away, once I look at it, I go, it just completely goes out of my mind, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, you did that to me quite a few times. I'll have to text him and be like, "Watch the TikTok I sent you right now."
He'll send me a TikTok and I'll like look at it and I'll like, "Oh, cool, yeah, I'll watch it in just 1 second." And then I get like distracted on something else, and the next thing I know, I haven't watched it in a week. And he goes, "Hey, did you watch that TikTok?" And I go, "Yes." Right after I watch it, like,
oh yeah, like I sent him the video, like the one that we posted on ours, like the intro that Ben made or whatever.
Yeah.
And it took him so long to watch it, and I was like, "Hey, did you watch it?" And he was like, "Yes." And then like not even like 30 seconds later, I get a notification. It's like, "Andrew Smith has watched your TikTok." I was like, "You bitch, you're not slick."
Yeah, it does that now. It tells you when someone like clicks on the link you sent them.
Yeah, well, I didn't. Well, I was gambling on the fact that maybe he didn't have access to the account, like he wasn't the one running it. So, like maybe someone else will get the notification, and so I watched it.
I literally called him out. I was like, "You bitch, you're not slick."
Well, here, I'm gonna pull it. It's so funny because he sends me it, and like, because I had seen Ben like he was like when he was working on the intro, and like I think for the
Showing you,
YouTube,
like a progress.
yeah, and so like I kind of knew like what it was gonna look like, and I didn't really. I mean, it was actually it was really cool, and I like watching that kind of stuff. But it's really funny because he goes,
Thanks, man.
yeah, no, it's
Oh yeah,
solid, bro.
I said, "Did you watch the TikTok I sent you?" By the way, he said, "Yeah, it was a podcast trailer, right?" I said, "LMAO, homie, I got the notification on there. You just watched it."
And I was like, "Oh, fuck, he has access to the account. What are the chances?"
And then he goes, "What? Nah."
No, I just have a problem with like people will send me stuff, and like if it's a TikTok, I will not. It's just hard. I usually don't watch it when I get it because I'm just so like.
That's the same with me.
It's just I'm so preoccupied with doing what I'm doing, or like I just get distracted. It's just kind of like, oh shit, you know what I mean? Like it's just like there'll be times when someone will text me and I will like look at it and go, oh yeah, let me write real quick, and then someone will come in and I'll be like, hey Andrew, like blah blah blah, or like I was on TikTok and I'll be like, wait, I just want to finish this video real quick. Next thing I know, like 50 videos later, I'm like, oh shit, you know what I mean? Like I won't even think about it until they text me again. Like
I think it got to a point where Ben was just like, I'm just texting the TikToks.
Yeah. At one point I was like, I'm not even
look at
sending them to you anymore because I know you're not watching them on TikTok. And so I'd only like do specific ones I thought were really, really funny and text them to them.
And they're always really good. Like I'm just like, damn. that
So
was
good.
funny. That's usually when I start scrolling through TikTok again, whenever someone sends me one through text.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
I think that's
Wait. We didn't. Me and Kenny didn't get to do our current events, you bastards.
Oh, okay.
You
already
already
did my
on
current
time
event
for like 30 minutes.
Go ahead.
Anyway,
I already did my current event.
Oh yeah, you did your fun fact, but I didn't get to do it. Okay, so Star Wars Visions just came out. The Star Wars.
Yes,
I'm
so
yes,
glad you're talking about this.
that.
And
I'm so glad you did. I was
week.
gonna bring this up, but yes, I'm glad that you
It
did.
was. I loved it. I'm a massive Star Wars fan, but like. So obviously, I just like love all content that comes out. But it was so cool. There's only 9 episodes. They're like not longer than like 15 minutes each. Like maybe one is 20. But each episode is animated and like written, I guess, by a different studio, and it's just really cool. Like I love to see like, it's just like a cool collaboration. Like think about that. Like one season of just different stories in every episode, different animation studios, and it's just really cool. Even if like you're not a Star Wars fan, like if you're just an anime fan, like I would like go watch it. It's really cool.
100%.
I really like
Yeah.
the first episode, the
Best
5th one, and the 7th one. Those 3 are really good. And a
So
couple of the
good.
other ones surprised me. I didn't think I was gonna like them, and I ended up liking them. And it's just like they're really cool. None of the stories are actually in the canon, so that means like if you don't know, like they're not like actually part of the Star Wars universe. Yeah,
the real
it's like
story.
a Legends thing. It's like made up inside the universe. but I still say they're all worth watching. They're really cool. I will say in the first episode, I was hoping at the end, just as like a crazy twist, the dude was just gonna kill all the villagers. I was really hoping he was just gonna like become evil at the end.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, man. I agree. It's so good. Highly recommend.
Mhm.
I don't think I'm allowed to watch it until
You're not allowed.
I finish the Mandalorian.
Oh yeah, you just started Mandalorian, right? The first season.
Yeah.
How many episodes are you at now?
Well, The Mandalorian
On episode 4.
has no relation to it, so you could watch it whenever if you want.
I know, but I just feel
he
like
needs to dedicate himself
I need to watch
finishing
this.
one.
Oh yeah, I get you. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
I need to watch this. It's been so long.
But yeah,
Oh.
the Vision thing
I
is
even
so
have
good.
these little Legos.
Oh, sick.
No.
The brick
That's
heads.
so dope.
Lauren and I have been doing like a super Star Wars like watch through. Like we're watching everything like chronologically, start to finish. So we watched like the first movie, the second movie, and then we watched all of Clone Wars in chronological order. Then we watched the third movie, Rogue One, or Solo, then Rogue One,
Yeah.
then A New Hope, and then no, we watched. Shit, I'm like forgetting everything. We watched.
You're good. It's
Solo, then we watched the Rebels show, then we watched Rogue One, then we watched the original trilogy, and now we're watching Mandalorian because she hasn't seen any of that. So we're on the second season now. And yesterday we were watching the second episode of the second season, and we've been like kind of slacking on watching the Mandalorian, but we only got through one episode because she's. I don't know. I hope she's not embarrassed by me saying this, but she was crying because the child was like too cute, and she was like, "This is so emotional." Like, and I was just like laughing. I was like, "Come on, it's not that bad." She's like, "I'm just overloaded. This is too good." I was like, "Yes." Like, I'm glad you like it.
He is super cute. I
Yes,
get
he
the hype
is.
now. He is very.
I can't even blame her for that. Like honestly, she
He
right.
is really cute.
Yeah.
And you know
Like I
what?
see the
He's
hype
cute.
now.
He's cute,
Yeah.
so he can sell.
They did
hella
a good job
toys.
on that.
He could probably say like something really racist and I'd still love him. You know what I mean?
He's just
I like
Like,
him more.
It's the point. It's just like he's too
like
cute.
him more.
like he could kill someone like on video and I'd be okay with it. You
Well,
know?
he like almost does at one point in the show. I feel like.
True.
Yeah,
It's also
But
true.
like that first episode, when they like reveal him at the end, like I watched that the very first episode of the very first season, like the night it came out with my dad, and when they revealed him at the end, that was crazy. That was something I wish I could watch for the first time again. Like,
Yeah.
it was just so cool. Like, it was like, what's gonna happen? Like, how is this like a thing? Like, what is the
Yep.
story gonna be? Because you didn't know what to expect going into the show. Like, they didn't show him in the trailers or anything. Like,
Yeah.
you just thought it was gonna
Yeah.
be like a bounty hunter show, and then it's like he like finds some like Yoda
Baby Yoda.
looking, yeah,
Baby Yoda. What?
Yeah.
child,
Crazy.
and it's like, how the hell
Hold
does
on.
this happen?
I have something. I don't know. I think Ben, you've seen this before.
Probably.
It's Star Wars related.
Oh,
Oh.
have you watched The Mandalorian, Andrew?
I've watched the first season, but it was a long time ago, and I haven't watched the second one yet.
Okay.
So yeah, pretty bad at keeping those shows.
So this is like since me and Ben can relate on quite a few things, but Star Wars is something that me and him really connected over
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And like we would rewatched the third movie like 6 times
Yeah,
or some
something like
bullshit
that.
like that. We've seen it so many times with each other. So
It's
I
such
had
a good movie.
to if we're nerding out a little bit, this is my
Baby
prized
Cody.
possession. Yeah.
Yes. That's so cool.
Yeah. Yeah, so I got this from there used to be this really cool literally Star Wars based store like kind of close to where I live called
Oh, dude, I know what you're talking about. It was
yeah, it's like Order 66
yeah.
or something
I went
like
there
that.
once. They closed down though.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, but I got this from there like a long time ago, a few years ago, and it's like one of my I'm not usually the person to like keep things in their box and stuff
Mhm.
like that, but like I just felt like this needed to hold its integrity. This needs to stay in the box and be like it's just like one of those things. It's my
Maybe you can sell it in like 10 years.
Dude, it's worth hella money right
$1,000.
now. It's like worth over $100, I know. But
Really?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know.
That's
Like
crazy.
it's just not for me personally. It's just not something like it's just something that I
it's just cool.
want to hold on to.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
I know back home I have the whole Cantina band figurines that are like they're like that tall.
Yeah,
Dang,
yeah,
that's
you
cool.
do.
I think
don't
they're
know.
down there over by the shelf where you are.
Mm.
They might be at the
Remember,
bottom area. I don't know, but yeah, but
No.
I have all of them, and I didn't have a shelf ever to put them up, but that's
the first
Anyways.
time I went to Patrick's house and I like went in his room. He had like that Commander Cody figure sitting in the box on his desk, and I was like, "Oh, this is so cool." I was like, "It's just in the box though," and he's like, "Well, what am I gonna do? Take it out and play with it?" I was like, "Maybe."
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm not like that with most things. Me and Andrew used to play with action figure, like, well, whatever you want to call them.
Dolls.
With Star Wars, yeah.
Star Wars
Star Wars
dolls.
figures.
Star Wars dolls.
Star Wars figures all the time whenever we were a kid,
Man
and
dolls.
we would like create scenes like whenever it rained outside in like the mud and stuff like that, and like just totally like get into it, and like we had like our own lightsabers that we used to like fight each other with and stuff like that. So there is like that's what my childhood was, was playing with toys like that, not keeping them in boxes, but like for whenever like I got this, it's something that I just for me it's just special. And
just to preface, we used to literally take off their heads and arms and mix them together.
Yeah.
So like like we have a box of just heads but no body because we don't know where the body went.
Yeah.
So it was like the head of Count Dooku, but we don't know where the rest of his body went. So it's just kind of
Yeah, there's like a
That's
ton of stuff, and we have a ton of ships that like I've tried to like put back together, but they're missing some pieces, and I just don't like. In fact, I think this whole drawer right here behind me has a bunch of chips and stuff or whatever. But yeah, like I don't know, like for example, like this thing.
Yeah.
ATAP.
Yeah. So, anyways,
I know all the names. I'm not gonna like act like I don't.
Yeah. And then like this, for example, that's missing its wings.
Advanced.
I mean, we did lose a lot of stuff in the move, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but anyways, point being is that I'm not like whenever it comes to collecting, really the only items whenever that it comes to collecting for me that I'm like really really particular about is my sports memorabilia and stuff. I like some signed stuff that I keep tucked away or in safe places, but other than that, toy like I'm not gonna get all freaked out because people are playing with like kids. If you go buy an action figure, don't fucking just hold on to it.
That's in the box.
Yeah, no, like don't just play with it or no, go play with it. Is what I meant to say.
Don't buy one to play with and one for investment. You know how fucking much toys are worth now from back then? Crazy.
I know. I can only imagine
like.
Yeah, I can only imagine like we used to have. I know we still have it somewhere, but it wouldn't be worth anything because it's probably fucking dirty and stuff. But
white Boba Fett?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. We have
What?
a all white action action figure of
That's
Boba
like the
Fett
prototype armor.
So when they were first drawing on Boba Fett, they had him all white gear instead because he's a clone. So the idea was like he was kind of similar to a clone, but he had the bounty hunter equipment. And so the idea behind it was like they had released like a line of like action figures for just a little bit of white Boba Fett. And I think our dad gave it to us maybe, and we totally fucked that thing up. Like there's so much shit missing. Like he doesn't have a hand anymore. His gun's gone. Like there was this some cool like stuff coming out of it, and like it just no longer exists. So like if it was like prime position like condition, we probably could have sold it for a lot of money, but it's destroyed.
Do you guys ever think about like when you lose like little pieces of like whatever, like anything, like you ever think that like that's just somewhere in the world, like I don't know where it is, but somewhere in the world it's just out there, like,
it takes up space.
It's not
still.
gone.
Like, it's there.
It's just somewhere. Like that's weird. Like if you
That's weird.
Where is it? Like could just be sitting in
all my hair, all the hair that I've like shedded over the years,
even
it's
that,
out
like,
there.
I thought about that. Yeah, it's somewhere.
My poop, it's out there.
It's out there.
Hell yeah.
It's doing its thing.
And with the amount of hair that I have, and the amount of I wake up with like in my face in the mornings, that my hair's everywhere. So
basically a girl.
They straighten my hair. It is so long. Like someone in the dorm was like, "Can I straighten your hair?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." They straightened my hair was like down to like right here on my face.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Yeah, you can straighten my hair, girl.
You can straighten my hair. Oh man! All right. I think we got to a good stopping point.
We're around the 2 hour mark now, so this should be a long
we should
one.
call.
Hey, you got some good stuff to work with, Ben.
Yeah, definitely. This will be a long one, or maybe we'll cut it into 2 parts so we have 2 episodes. Okay, never mind.
We're not
Okay.
doing 2
Yeah, I'm
parts.
not gonna
Fuck
do
that.
that.
That's a shitty idea.
Alright.
Wow. Why'd you even say that, Patrick?
Don't. This will make up for the weeks that we
Yeah,
missed. How
that's-
about
that's
that?
what I
We
kinda
gave you an
felt
extra
like.
long episode for
Yeah.
Introducing
the weeks that we
ourselves.
missed.
So did y'all even really do a
For an
beginning?
hour.
Like, how are y'all?
What do you mean?
Well,
We do cold opens.
Oh, y'all do cold opens? Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
starting next week.
Well, starting. Yeah.
yeah, we've been
We
introducing
kinda-
ourselves every week.
Yeah. Yeah. Like this week we caught up, and then obviously we had you, so
Introduced
we
you.
introduced you. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
You.
yeah, you.
You
But,
guys
real
listen
quick,
to our podcast.
Thank you, Andrew, so much for being on the podcast with us.
Yeah,
Really
thank you,
appreciate it.
Andrew.
Definitely. Thank you,
Of
Andrew.
Yeah.
course, dude.
Taking
Yeah,
the time to do that.
Sorry for that horrible truck. There's
No, you're fine.
I'm in
This-
Colorado and there's still assholes.
Unless everyone
like,
hates
walking
you, you're welcome to
people.
come back.
Yeah.
I literally went to the Texas part of Colorado. The difference is only the weather. Everyone here still drives big trucks with really loud mufflers, and they like to roll call on people. And everyone here is pretty racist. So.
Nice.
Just like
Oh, that's
Texas.
cool. That's cool.
Classic.
But anyways, yeah. Again, thank you. Really appreciate taking the time to do that and
Of course.
all that stuff. And I hope all you listeners or viewers or whatever, however you intake this podcast, enjoy this extra long episode for your viewing pleasure. And let us know if y'all want Andrew back. We would love to have him back, of course.
Yeah. And
Unless
let-
y'all hate him, then fuck him. But
Fair enough.
True.
Let us know also if you
Anything for the
want to be a
views.
guest. If you
yeah,
wanna
let
be
us
a
know
guest
if
on
you
our
want to be a
podcast.
guest. We are definitely looking like we're more than welcome to have different people on, and I'm sure y'all got roommates, so if they want to
Oh, yeah.
come
Yeah,
on
we were thinking like our next guest was Steve Jobs or something.
Yeah.
yeah
Ahead of
Fit
Walt
him in.
Disney,
yeah
Disney
No,
stuff.
I mean, seriously, like, I got 3 other fucking people in this dorm, and we can always whatever.
Yeah.
yeah. I
But,
mean,
like,
we'll
no,
figure, but yeah.
Honestly, I'm
I
surprised.
mean,
it
it's
was
not
this
like
quiet.
the one thing I gotta say is that I mean, I would have been here earlier if it wasn't for Kenny. But
What?
so you guys
that's true.
kind of got debated with.
Yo, we
Kenny,
should have done it with Andrew when he had COVID.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
we
He
were
would've just been like-
planning on doing that. Our third episode, the one before this
Uh-huh.
one, is whenever he had it really bad.
Yeah.
And
it would have just been like, hey guys,
I would have been in here and I've been like, hey guys, how's it going? Like, dude, my voice was like at least 2 octaves deeper, and like it sounded like I smoked for 60 years of my life. It was horrible. Like I would have been on the mic and I'm like, he's totally faking this. No. Like I was like completely different
Jeez.
voice. It was.
God,
Did you
we're so
record
bad at
yourself?
wrapping up. We're so fucking bad at
Okay,
this.
okay.
Yeah, dude, I know.
Okay.
We go on for so
Okay,
long.
cut. We're done.
No.
That's
Again,
right.
thank you. We will again try and get back on a regular schedule. The gaming video, the something that we're doing a little bit different, should be coming.
Maybe next
Probably
week.
it won't. Yeah, maybe next week. Perfect.
I
There's
just need to work on it. I need some
Yeah.
time.
Ben is the guy for
It's
that.
gonna be
So
It's gonna be good though. It's gonna be really good.
yeah,
It's gonna be funny.
Yeah,
Except for
I think
the
y'all
audio
really
quality,
enjoy
It's
it.
gonna be really shitty. The audio is really bad.
It's okay.
Now we shouldn't have any audio problems anymore.
yeah. So and we'll try and get that figured out for you guys and all that stuff. And again, yeah, thanks for listening.
Yeah, thank
Really
you for
appreciate
watching.
it.
Share.
Thank y'all
like,
for having me,
comment.
and
Yeah.
I'm glad y'all
Awesome.
listened to the Rolling Weenies podcast.
Woo!
Y'all have a great day. I'll listen to them probably.
You better. You have to at least. Oh no! Don't listen to
Here,
this
how
one.
about
You were
this? How
here.
about I like try to listen to them, and if I like forget what like normal podcasts, then I'll just play them, and you'll get the views. So
Oh,
Sure.
Put it on
Nice.
repeat. Get us that
yeah.
review.
No, I'll
All
make
right.
14
The
more
algorithm.
accounts.
Yeah.
No,
All right.
thank you for having me. I really appreciate
Peace
it.
out.
Even though I'm
Thanks
your
for
brother.
coming on,
but,
Andrew. That was
Yeah,
fun.
of course. Yeah,
Y'all,
appreciate
the
it.
Yeah.
viewers, have a great day, night, evening, whatever time it is you're in.
All right, bye.
All right.